Hey, Michael!
Sorry.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I need to get my fucking shit together. 12. Sponsor.
Sponsor. This fucking slushy.
Pre-melted.
No, I let it melt.
Excuse me. It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me.
Which one? See, it was me the last time as well. Yeah. I've had it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. All right. So. All right. So yeah, we opened up with going into the under part of that church that Eden grew up in. We went searching down through the unexplored cavern that they had just found. But we found some quote unquote explosives.
My mic is working. Oh, there we go. That was weird.
Can I continue?
Yes, you can. And now it's picking up my
Goddamn.
mic. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
No, nice. You're in the desert.
It looks like where you're actually
That's
at.
Mars.
I'm on Mars.
Oh. Get out, Josh.
Anyways, we found a sinkhole that had collapsed. Or no, there was a sinkhole that collapsed that almost destroyed Eden's home. While we had ran out and was trying to get shit done, we decided to kind of help out and make sure that they didn't lose the house completely and stuff. And while me and Chris were helping out, we got attacked. Eden and Kevin went to go search for Eden's mom, correct? And then they got ambushed by a feller that I'm not 100% sure who it was, I don't think.
With my dad.
Yeah, there you go.
One of them.
Yeah. And some shit was said, some shit happened. She decided to attack. And at that time, oh my god. And at that time,
Oh my god, Alex.
we made that face.
Yep.
And what did he say? He said what did he say? I'm losing everybody. I'm losing.
I
I've
can't
lost
even
everybody.
look at this fucking chat right now. I'm so glad that
Nope.
like people on Twitch can't see this shit. Fucking
I wish they could.
no.
Nobody else is talking.
Funny.
The fucking Terry Crews meme.
Terry Crews.
Oh, not Terry Crews.
O'Neal, dude.
I know. I don't know why my mind there. But there.
You're welcome for that image.
But anyways.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were attacked. I almost died like twice. Got the upper hand, kicked their asses, killed them except for one, and then drug them down to the
Hunter's
guild
Guild.
cellar. Yeah. And Eden and Kevin ended up joining back up with us and tried to interrogate the dude in the room. You couldn't fucking talk or nothing, hear nothing. And then so whenever we pulled him out, he bit his fucking tongue off for he wouldn't talk to us.
And I stabbed.
Let's see. Eden's mom's missing, apparently, we found out as well. And then there at the end, Chris had done a ritual and danced in the moonlight, and his markings on his body grew and glowed. I wrote that down. I don't know. And then V came to Eden while we were resting and demanded to see her in 3 days.
Oh no. You want something from me in 3 days.
Oh, yeah. That happened.
Yeah, he wants to see me in 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much where we ended at. From what I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the notes that I took anyways.
Thanks, Josh.
Yep, you guys have pretty much started a long rest inside of the I don't know why it does this sometimes. Inside of the Hunter's Guild. You guys had been provided
Yeah.
rooms. I'm not sure how you guys decided to split up at night. Wait. Yeah, no, because you guys came back. You didn't feel like camping out by the lake.
Yeah.
So, you guys had came back, and that's where you saw V, so.
Yeah.
You guys are in the middle of your long rest. Unless you guys want to do anything else during it.
I thought we were at like the end because I woke up.
Yours was, you would have been where second watch was. You were right around midnight.
So do I still need to sleep more?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I will do that.
Mm-hmm. I'm just making sure there's no last minute things y'all wanted to do at night. It's been a week or two, so just giving you guys the options. So, you guys can go ahead and take a long rest. I don't know, honestly, what your hit dice looks like or anything. So don't forget, you guys regain half of your maximum hit dice for long rests, unless you have any other extenuating circumstances, Elias.
I'm good.
I like that addition wordage.
I'll just do this on my phone. It's easier because my fucking mouse is sticky.
Right.
Why don't my shit fucking reset every time?
I know, even if you hit the button not to reset max HP, it still resets max HP.
It still resets. Yep.
Good old D&D.
The max HP
Well-
and spinning hit dice to heal would be really good in like where you actually had a physical
I have
feat.
a level of exhaustion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why
You
was
hit-
I?
You hit 0 hit points, I believe.
Where?
Or was it because you did not go to sleep the night before?
That might have been the case.
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember. I just
It's-
know that I have it. And
it's
I
hard
would
to
completely
remember.
forgot about it.
It's
It
been
really
a couple
fucking
weeks.
is.
It's
Yeah.
been.
One.
And we still got the other game where we have a lot of things going on. Hey, Alex. So, you guys awaken. No other unwanted or wanted interruptions. I will say that you guys, probably had 2 separate rooms. So feel free, if you guys wanted to come down for breakfast, and have some discussions, you can. You can already smell the smell of, like, fresh bacon and sausage and eggs being fried up, as well as the smell of fresh coffee being brewed.
Nice.
Let me make sure I have a turn spell. Fair. I do. Okay.
Yeah, let me check my spells too. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, let me check my spells.
Let me check my spells.
Yep, monk spells
Well,
are
that
all
should
in
be
place.
back. Okay, so my stupid ass ring.
Yes.
It doesn't
Stupid
like
ass.
to reset my stupid, stupid ass charge whenever I go to fix it, and I don't know where to fucking do that. Stupid ass curse. Stupid ass ring.
Let me look at your. I'll look at it. That was one of my first homebrew creations, so I might have coded it wrong.
Oh, good.
I need to remember the relentless endurance with a half orc.
Oh yes, you do.
You do.
I keep forgetting that shit.
I have 1 gold.
Huh?
I have 1 gold.
Remind me?
1 gold.
Like
oh,
one
you have
gold
one
coin.
gold. Oh.
Yeah, you guys aren't rich. Fucking people with goddamn bangs and shit. Fuck you, recruit. Sorry, people are doing sound effects during me DMing. So, you guys head down for breakfast, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'd probably head down, get something quick to eat, and then see if I can find where the dead villagers are.
Okay. It's fairly simple to find information about them. They are currently being held inside of one of the local people's houses, one of the healers' houses, like the herbalist. She is working to preserve and clean the bodies for the bodies that exist. The rest were ash.
Yeah, I'll say weren't they mostly ash?
Yeah. I thought you meant from the accident from the Cape, the sinkhole.
Oh, I guess that too, that as well. I was mostly thinking of the people who turned to ash.
There's some little like urns, like clay pots that they've gathered with remnants of them, but it's one of those they don't really know who's who because
It's
ash.
kind of hard.
Yeah, they just kind of took a count of like who was missing.
Okay.
I think eating.
Thank you, recruit. Love you, buddy.
Still in the guild hall, eating. Probably having a drink early in the morning. Kind of massaging her forehead. But yeah, she's not doing a whole lot right now.
Okay. Anybody want to go up there and talk to them, or continue with what's happening?
Stargo would probably go in there and sit down like right across from him
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like sit there and not really say a whole lot, but just kind of like just be there. You know what I mean?
Just like that warm, friendly presence.
Try to be, yeah.
We could cut back to Alex.
Okay.
Well, I think.
Alex, what are you doing as you're looking for the bodies and like the remnants of what's left from that fight?
I was gonna see if I could help with like some funeral rites and whatnot.
It's a little bit culturally different.
I know, but like, see if I can, see if they'll let me use some of my my goddess's power to help protect their souls, in a sense.
Roll me a persuasion check.
That's my specialty, don't you know?
Normally you would have had advantage for saving them, but you're drought, so
Yeah. Oh, it's not bad. +1. 16.
16. You can see that a lot of the people here kind of are just standoffish of you in general. They don't seem to really want to have much to do with you. But a couple of the people that saw you fight on their behalf kind of just like gives you nods of things and actually shows you over to like the makeshift urns of the clay pots, as well as a couple of like there was only 2 deaths in total for the scene.
Okay.
But they do allow you, if you wish to describe it, or you can just say that you went and did your last rites from Elistray.
So basically what it looks like is he puts a couple gold coins on his hand, or his left hand specifically, where the swirling mark is.
Mm-hmm.
Closes his hand as the mark starts to glow slightly, and then almost as if like the coins almost seem to burn him. He'll like squeeze it, and as a single glowing drop of blood will fall onto him, and then kind of emanate over their body to form a protection for the people who still have a body.
Okay.
And then,
I'll say as you do that, you can actually see some of like the dirt and grime on their bodies that they're in the process of cleaning. It's a lot to clean in a sense. You can actually see part of it just begin to almost fade away like dust.
that takes, it's supposed to take like an hour, so
Mhm.
for casting. So
Yeah.
he'll probably be there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
I'm
Kevin.
gonna say that Kevin is going to be there in that area. Gotta kind of keep an eye out for anybody that might be, I guess, suspicious looking. Anybody who decided to come back to the place of the attack that looks like they're just plotting. Just anything.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Oh yeah. Back to the character sheet. They are. Yeah, that's not gonna be not good. As a 9.
A 9. As you're sitting there, I'm like looking, keeping an eye out. Even with a 9, not a couple, but 2 individuals catch your attention. They're kind of like standing in the center, looking around, like where you can see like this charred mark from the lightning, the still stained grass from the blood. You see what appears to be a humanoid figure, standing close to 7 feet tall. In all black. You can see 2 large great swords on their backs. You can see a belt around them that seems to have 2 heavy like throwing axes on the side. You can see a black cloak draper behind them. They are wearing some type of black like obsidian plate armor with a full helm and a cowl pulled up over it. Beside them, you can see and like a bluish purple robe with a very like wide brim hat with like a souvenir, or not souvenir, a single feather of yellow and purple design out the side. You can see they have a cloak as well wrapped around them. They are probably about 5'6", 5'7", maybe, slimmer build, humanoid shape as well. But they just seem to be standing there, just kind of observing, quite out in the open, and they don't seem to fit in.
Okay. Well then, like, at some point I'll kind of just nudge Prith and just say, there's some interesting looking people over here, even though I'm sure his passive perception picked it up anyways.
Uh-huh. Yeah. As he says that, you kind of like out of the corner of the eye, you saw them walk up, and you noted them. You can see the one that has like the wide brim hat with like almost some robes with cloak is currently like bent down, touching their fingers to like one of the scorch marks. You can see them like raise it and like rub it together, almost looking at the ash.
I wonder if they're the other parts, the other recruits.
Could be.
Because I think they said that there was 2 of them.
Yeah.
But out of character, that might be my memory failing me. But
I think there was 3. There'd be like one more guy.
I can't remember.
So, I remember them saying that there was another group already here. in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, let me finish here, and if you want, we can go interact with them, or just keep an eye out from a distance.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him for now while you're doing that, and I'll try to make myself scarce. Like I'm sure there's people milling around. I don't know.
Mhm.
Just make myself look like I'm doing something and part of the people kind of milling around working.
Give me a general deception check, please.
Deception.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm in the right character for a second, because that bonus was bigger than I thought. 23.
Damn.
Okay. As you're moving around, like keeping yourself busy every now and then, switching to like help someone with some menial task while you can keep your eyes out. You see them like kind of walk around the area for 2-3 minutes. Every now and then coming close together to probably whisper or talk about what they're observing. Until like they seem satisfied or found what they were looking for here, and they just kind of like nod to each other and start to walk towards the Hunter's Guild. About that time, about 20 feet away, you see a third individual step out of you don't know where. It was almost like they weren't there, then they materialized. You can see them in like these darkest browns and greens. You can see a large bow strung around their backs. About 8 or 9 knives on like a bandolier style chess piece. As they just kind of almost materialize out of nowhere and just kind of walk to meet up with them.
Go over it. He's probably still not done.
No.
It's gonna take a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see what I can't see about guys. Like, just gonna see what they're up to. I'm gonna try to tail them, but without gaining their notice.
Roll me a self check, please.
Yay, my expertise. My expertise. That's still only a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You're following pretty damn well behind. Like you're like Assassin's Creed style. You're blending into the crowds as you can, kind of dipping between the alley, making yourself very, very scarce. What's your passive perception?
18.
18. Okay. You get about halfway to the Hunter's Guild following them. When you just hear right over your right shoulder a voice. Help you, can I?
I'll turn around.
You turn around and about an inch from your face you see a long black beak protruding from a black cow. Very reminiscent to that person you saw almost materialize out of nothing.
Can I help you?
In a very disconcerting way, you hear your own voice come from this figure. As help you. And then a second voice with what? As it's very jarring as a mimicry.
Are you part of their group?
You kind of You motion to them, and you look up, and you can see the figure that had the long robes with the wide brimmed hat. It's kind of turned around and looking in your direction. As the figure beside you, and multiple voices, replies, "I am with who I am. Why are you following us?"
Trying to keep an eye out for shady characters since we kind of got in a fight recently.
The work from earlier was yours. Be careful looking for shady. It'd be a shame if you lose your eyes to look.
Well then, have fun with your shadiness.
You hear, "Well then, have fun," in your same voice as the figure just walks past you. As he goes and meets up with the other individuals. Now that they've turned to face you directly, you can see the figure that's in the long, wide brimmed hat is some type of feline individual. You recognize him as someone similar to the person that was in the cat cafe, a tabaxi. However, this one is completely gray in the face, the stripe of black down from its mouth onto what appears to be the chest. The tall, hulking figure, I don't think you've really seen before. It is completely gray skin with lots of like red and black tattoos and white, solid eyes with no pupils. There's just watch as their third companion rejoins them, and they begin to have a small conversation. They just kind of look at you. The one with the wide brimmed hat just nods ever so slightly and like grabs the brim of his hat and tilts it down as they turn and walk into the Hunter's Guild.
And I'll go back to join Chris.
Okay. Alright. Stygar, Eden.
You know, Stygar. Really gotten myself in a pickle.
It seems to happen a lot here lately.
Yeah.
For all of us, truthfully.
Truthfully, yeah. We try to go early. So we can, for my, well, that'd be kind of selfish. But I am worried about what'll happen if I don't keep up on the end of my deal. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with that. Why he cut down the time all of a sudden. But
Do you know what it is you are needing?
he said he'd let me know, but I just know that it's in the fucking scar. I was planning to sneak out that night to go take care of it to see if I couldn't get in there, but clearly he wanted to ruin that plan, so. And I probably couldn't get past Kurt's eyes anyways, so.
Yeah, that's very hard to do.
Yeah. So, I guess honesty's probably the best option from here on out. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if anything, we are a group, so I mean that should bring a little bit of ease at least. But it seems that they probably took advantage of you in a way.
without a doubt, I was in a place where I
Yeah.
needed out, and yeah. But I mean, sorry, I fucking lost my train of thought. Yeah, but I kind of use the power still. They're still kind of beneficial to me. It's fucked up. Yes, I realize it's fucked up, but it's still kind of a give and take kind of thing. I'm just
I mean,
trying
I have no room to talk. I mean, I have a hammer that is from a creature that I have no idea where the fuck they're actually from. I don't know if they're telling me the truth, but I feel like as long as we all stay together, we should be fine. I am curious about where your mother is, though.
I have no fucking clue, and honestly, it's fucking. It's.
I get it. I understand.
She's gotta be doing something. Man, they told me not to meddle anymore, and yet. Dude. So hard not to just want to know everything. Like, dig deep and just get the fucking answers that I need to go solve an issue, but I don't want to put her in danger, or the rest of you in danger, because they are also targeting Inigo, guys. I mean, they did target you guys. They fucking
Yes, they
killed
did.
2. Yeah. It's. I don't know.
It's something that we need to work on, something that we need to figure out, and hopefully be able to resolve it quickly, because I'm afraid that the longer that your mother is missing, the more danger she's in.
I don't think so.
And I hope not.
Well, if they did, then they're gonna get us coming. But they want to use her as either bait or to be a hostage. They want to make this a hostage situation.
It's a very good possibility.
Kind of one I still don't want to take. God, I don't do. I don't have any leads on where they might be. And that would be my next step, because I think I have some. I think. Hold on, my brain. Stefan was originally part of. If I'm remembering correctly. Damien, correct me if I'm not, but he I think he left when he was like watching me change his ways or something.
You're cutting out.
I'm cutting out. Shit. No, but I think he left or changed his ways when he left the group or something. I don't know why, but he helped. What's his freaking name? He helped the motherfucker who took my mom. Irony. Get out. So I don't know what the situation is fully, but I know he was in on it at one point. So it's kind of, I don't know. There's, I don't know if he'd have any maps, but any mention of the order has been ransacked through his office. So I don't know.
If anything, we can always try to look deeper, possibly into the church. I know that passageway that we had found was something that you had never seen before, correct?
No, not at all. Maybe if I hit the wall a couple more times, something else will pop up.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe that there was multiple places that he hit it. Was that the only place that he stayed at typically?
Jamie, would I know that? With the church being his.
From what you knew him, the entire time that you lived here and dealt with him, he lived and operated solely out of that church. I mean, he did supposedly like travel, like most people would, every couple weeks to every month or so, like either supplies or on like a welfare mission. The only place that you probably would have known that he had been a couple of times was to the Fort Frontier. That is one of the forts between the two kingdoms that are they control like the border crossing there, and it can sometimes be several weeks before they get supplies. So every couple of weeks he would go up there, take like some of the offerings from the village to the soldiers and stuff. But that would be the only named place you would have known.
I mean, Frontier, but. The Fort Frontier. But, no, I think he operated mostly out of that church. So maybe there's more. Maybe there's something they missed. Maybe, I'm more in a better state than I was when I was in there. So maybe there's something else in there. I think we should go check it out, though. I think that's
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's
Yeah.
a good idea too. I think I wanna go in the room where we did that ritual, but I had my power. See if he left anything in there, any notes or. But yeah,
Do you know if he had a wife or children or anything?
I don't think so. He never spoke of it. I don't think Darian.
As far as you know, no. You
No?
never discussed anything about his person. He was very closed off about that.
It was. Yeah, he didn't mention anything about that. That
Okay.
Stefan with children? Shit. I can't. I
never
don't
know.
know if I could. Well, he was like a father to in a way. But I don't think I could see he could.
He may not have. I was just curious. I didn't know if he had ever mentioned anything.
No, we didn't have that kind of relationship, I don't think. I mean, he was my mentor, but he kept
Mentors
a lot.
only share some things.
Some things, yeah.
About this time, you hear a large like crash at the front door as it comes slamming open.
Fucking
Immediately stand up.
Christ.
As you stand up and turn, you see a hulking 7-foot tall figure. Two large great swords on their back just kind of slam the doors open, walks in. You can see tailed behind what appears to be a blackish colored humanoid with a cloak tied up on them with a brown and green colors kind of slinking to the side, and another individual in blue and purple with the wide brim hat come in, kind of glance around, and immediately the large figure walks to the bar while the other two take up a table in the back.
The big son of a bitch.
I'd fucking say. Hell of a fucking entrance, too. Dude, shit, you think people would have manners when they go in the building?
You would think, but a lot of people don't care.
I can fucking tell. She'll say a little bit loudly.
Did they close the door behind them?
No, they didn't. And as you say that,
yeah,
you see the figure get up, turn, look straight at you, Eden.
Eden's gonna go and close the fucking door.
That's Stagger was making his way over there.
Yeah, no, she's gonna go close the fucking door. At least have some fucking manners, please.
You have manners. You speak to me.
Wait, you have manners when you speak? Oh, what did you say, David?
You have manner when you speak to me. You speak out of turn.
Excuse me? What are you trying to say here, pal?
He just kind of like glares down at you.
She just fucking. Guys, she just glares back up. Like, this is the least of her problems right now. But she might be looking for a slight fight.
Mm-hmm. You see, like, his jaw tenses, his hand drops to one of the large throwing axes, like hatchets. I'd be careful when you try to insult little girl.
I wasn't trying to insult, I was merely implying that you could open the door less loudly.
And
Some
I
of
am
us have
implying you
over-
can keep your mouth shut and speak
Are you
about
gonna-
others that... Eden, does a 22 hit? As you say that, you just see him like drop his hand away from the axe, bring it up in like an upwards backhand to your face.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, that hits. I have a really
Okay.
shitty.
That is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna punch him in his mouth.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, that's cocked as a motherfucker. That was good too. Nope, it misses. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it misses.
Yeah, as you like turn to hit him, you actually
Like a
hit.
12.
Yeah, you hit him in the jaw, but it's like punching solid rock, and you just that moment of like punching a wall. Eden, what are you doing?
I'm I'm looking through my inventory. I need to look at my actions. That's the wrong thing. Let me see here. Oh well, that's done now. She's gonna wipe her lip from where she was fucking probably bleeding from her mouth. Understood. So you think you can just fucking walk around because you're stronger and just hit women like that? Really?
I hit any insolent pup, woman, man, child.
Well, it's good to know what kind of person you are. And she'll just turn and walk off. And walk out of the building, I think.
Mm-hmm. What's your passive perception?
Mine?
Yeah.
That's the wrong. No, that should be where my. Nope, it's skills. Nope, it's not skills. It's an ability saves.
It's 10 plus your perception modifier.
I have an 11.
11. Okay, good to know. Stagger, what are you doing after you just cold clock him and like kind of hurt your hand doing it?
He's probably just seething.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I've already been through enough fucking shit over the past few days. And then all of a sudden these cunts are just gonna walk in here and fucking act like that. Mm. I don't fucking know.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, 12. Terrible.
Yeah.
He's not a very perceptive person.
The perceptive boys are over here.
Yeah, exactly. They're by
Right.
themselves.
Right? Together watching this one dude that actually was able to avoid Kevin's passive perception, which is something.
He would probably just kind of like look at the group
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, you look back at the other two that were at the table?
yeah, he'd probably look at the entire group.
Yeah, you look back, you see the black-clad figure is no longer there. But you see the figure that had the wide brim hat sitting there with like his knees propped up on the table, just like laying back, relaxing. But you see the glint of shiny, well-polished wood and metal in his right hand, as he seems to be holding some odd contraption. Out of character, He has a flintlock pistol pointed at you.
Hmm.
Fuck.
He would probably, Steiger would probably like look at everybody and look at the guy sitting at the table and tell him maybe you should try to control your fucking brute every now and again.
Oh,
There's
they
been a
did
lot of
not
shit
put
going on. There's been a lot of shit going on the past couple of days in this fucking place. And it's not any better with you fuckers walking in here acting like you own the goddamn place.
to try and control him would be folly. You can let a bull do what a bull does. But if you try to interfere with us and our business here, I will happily help put you down. And he has
I
a
give
name.
a fuck less
as well.
about your stuff. I don't give a fuck what his name is. I don't give a fuck what any of y'all's name is.
Good.
I'm assuming you're the other group that is coming in here for the guild, correct?
Of one of many. But the others do not, unfortunately, make it here on the trip.
Imagine that.
Such a shame.
He's gonna start walking out.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all stay safe.
Oh, they will. And hopefully you and your friends stay safe. I think they're still down at the church as well. Or not the church, sorry, at the healers. My brain.
The what?
Healers. Where
Oh.
Steigar and Kevin went. Alright.
Chris and Kevin.
Yes. Oh, brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To that, Steiger would turn back around and be like, yeah, we're taking care of issues. Like I said, past few days have been pretty fucked up. And he's gonna walk out of the door.
Yep.
And he's gonna close it nice and softly.
Yep. What are you doing, Eden, as you stormed out, leaving Steigar in there?
She is storming She is storming towards the church.
Okay.
Not giving him. Fuck.
Alright, easy enough. As you come out, just storming towards the church, Steigar follows a couple of seconds behind. Kevin, you see, after they had gone in a minute or two later, you see Eden come storming out, probably rubbing her jaw still.
Right, no, her lips full
Yeah.
on bleeding. She's not fucking doing anything about it. She's just making a beeline for the
Yeah.
fucking church. She is.
He's probably not close enough to see the blood.
No.
But yeah, you just see her storm out a couple seconds later. Steigar.
I'll do a whistle to get her attention, or at least try to.
She just.
Can he whistle?
Make a performance check.
That's actually pretty good. 21.
21. Sounds like a fucking that. You know that big cat, not cat call, but the 2 fingers in the nip. Yeah, that. As you're just you hear that.
Yeah. Just fucking waves it off and just keeps she's got a mission. She's going towards the church. Yeah.
Man, we may not be doing a thing, but we can sure watch it all happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Alright.
stop and go talk to him.
Okay.
Boy.
As they get closer, you can see just the blood coming down the lips. It's already yellow, purplish.
Hey. Where are you going?
Heading to the church.
I-
Why?
Because I thought it was safer in the guild.
Oh, fuck. Look, they're already holding my whole fucking. They're holding everyone I care about hostage. I don't fucking care about safe right now. I want answers. I
I'm not
can't.
gonna get them if you're dead.
But I'm not just gonna. It's either I lay down and just wait, or I go out and I do something. I can't sit and just not handle this.
Then explain to me what's a good plan right now.
I don't fucking have one besides turning that place over and trying to look for anything, any clues to find out information on where the fuck my mom is. And maybe my little fucking vampire friend's gonna show up and talk to me again. So
Well,
I know what
don't
the
go
fuck.
there alone. Because the last time we were in there, I'm pretty sure you almost died.
In the church?
Yeah, didn't you get buried alive?
Oh yeah, that's when I went under. But I'm not going under it.
So
Look!
there's just you're just
Oh!
sure there's absolutely zero danger.
Like, come with me, Kevin.
You gonna be good here, Chris? Where's Stygar?
Oh,
Not this
he was
time.
He
Close
was
the door.
doing the guilt. Stag!
What?
Me and Kevin are going to the church. Are you gonna come with, or you wanna hang out with Chris?
I'll come with you all. I think Chris will be fine.
Sorry, Chris.
He's doing shit that I can't do, so.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to the church now. She'll continue where she left off in her stormy fashion.
Alright.
To the church.
I'll turn invisible for following.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Yay!
You could fucking turn invisible?
I can now.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Is this...
Well, thank God for advantage. I mean, I'm already at advantage. There's no double advantage, so
No.
you know that's what it is. It's
Ring
gonna
of
be,
invisibility.
28.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, I
Wait.
thought we had that, but... Who? Where?
Josh took it.
Where exactly?
Yeah. As you turn around, you're like, wait, didn't we get some? Josh is just gone. Or Kevin is just gone. I'm sorry. English hard day. Alright. As you guys make your way up towards the church, it's only a couple of minute walk. As you come up, you can see like the front doors are still open from where you guys left them open previously.
Oh! I left these open. Shit. Thought we... Fucking shit. She heads inside quickly.
Okay, as you enter, you can see like standing towards the front of the altar, an individual dressed in black with like long black hair. For a moment, your heart stops, and then they turn, and you recognize Inigo.
Nico, what are you doing?
I was waiting for you.
Man. Why? Wait, why?
Do you have a
You know-
moment? Unless you don't mind if they hear. He just like gestures to the other two, Stygar and Kevin.
Kevin's invisible.
Oh yeah, never mind. To Stygar, unless you mind if he hears.
Hi, Inigo.
Yeah,
Tiger?
Tiger, what is it about? They know everything about me at this fucking point. I mean, I don't have anything to hide anymore.
I mean, it is nothing of necessarily secret. It is just matters of a state that has to be handled.
State.
We've had time to, what's the best word, verify the loss of stuff. And with that, he had previously left in the guild's hand a small document containing 2 deeds. You are the recipient of the deeds.
Right?
And like he like reaches into his pocket, pulls out like a couple of sheets of paper. Since you are here, Saigar, if you do not mind bearing witness.
Of course.
The first matter of real estate that is left to you is this church. He's specifically stated in his last will and testimony that you were to take possession of all his assets. It is the church here in Scarview, as well as a small home out in Boulderdale.
Excuse me?
To the north of Maplehold, up inside of the Northern Kingdom.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Yeah, deed?
So he did have a second home.
It would appear so. All of these are legitimate and have been signed. All there is now is to have you sign over saying that you're accepting them, as well as the household staff for Boulder Day.
Household staff?
He has a small estate with a staff of 15.
Small estate? Yeah, I'll sign. I'll sign the papers. She signs the papers.
Yeah, like he walks you through. It takes like 10 signatures on each copy. Saigar, you have to sign beside each one of them, bearing witness.
Ah, damn. It's like fucking real life.
Yeah, no, it is. Right.
It was the worst day of my fucking life.
The only other matter that we have for this is to sign over the rest of his assets. He slides over what in a sense would be like a transfer of a bank account.
Oh. Ballin'.
It does not say how much is in the account, but to access it you would have to go to Boulderdale. But I have the transference of ownership here.
Sign those papers too.
Right. And he has Saigar sign as well. And like you can see him putting like his own seal on it. Very well. I will send these away with the appropriate fees to have them taken care of and officialized. In about 1 week's time, you should receive the new deeds. Where would you like them to be sent?
About a week's time?
A week.
I guess the guild here.
Okay. If you wish, I can hold them as I held his.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, thank you.
Of course. Very well. And he kind of like looks around. Where is the rest of your friends?
They're busy.
Yeah.
Chris helping out with...
Great. I had hoped to talk to you all at once, but I suppose I can go ahead and let the two of you know. We are set for tomorrow morning for you all to begin the second phase.
Okay.
Um,
that.
Make preparations.
I do have a question.
Yes.
The group that came into town this morning, this morning is the first time I've seen them anyways. I'm assuming that is the other group that we are against, correct?
You can see like his jaw tighten. Yes, but it is not so much against now. You each have your own specific goals, and you are to achieve them. However, there has been known not necessarily foul play, but competition between groups.
Well, the one that I talked to basically alluded to the fact that it's happenstance that the other groups are not here as well. So, I'm assuming, this is just an assumption, that they got rid of the competition.
You can see like his jaw kind of tighten once again. Unfortunately, that is somewhat approved by others in the guild. They see it as another test and lessening out the weak. I do not necessarily agree with this line of thought, but
I mean, I can understand it. You would think that the guild would want the most powerful people that they could have to utilize them to attack and defend certain areas and certain things. I get that.
But when they walk all over the place, thinking that they're stronger and hit you because well,
Whenever they come into a place and automatically act like they own it,
that
rubs me the wrong way.
has to do with a certain person's lineage.
The big fucker?
He is the son of, how shall we say it? The son of one of the rulers of the Northern Kingdom.
Oh.
His name is Bjorn.
Yeah, well, Bjorn. He's gonna get a foot up his ass if I see him in the fucking abyss.
Is it Ironside?
Yep. It
Is
is Bjorn Ironside.
All right then.
That explains a lot.
Would I know that name?
Roll me a history check.
Please let them have been a bunch of fucking bitches back in the day. Hey, that ain't bad, actually. History. 16.
16. Yeah, Ironside. That was the name of one of the original 6 Watchers. Him and his he came from a Goliath nomad tribe originally. In a sense, they were some of the most feared and bloodthirsty warriors. It was not unknown if their tribe decided they wanted a town to take the entire town. A lot of them actually became mercenaries with very good pay for King Lazarus.
That's probably where I heard the name from then.
Yep. And you would know that, like, you'd made weapons for them, and now that you think about it, you can see the personality and the physical resemblance. They were all ridiculously low. And
they're Goliaths, correct?
yeah.
Yeah. Would I know about where they would be from? Or was it just like a wandering tribe type thing?
Most of them came from the Grey Giant Mountains up like near where Winterhelm would be now.
Gotcha.
It's like in the frozen hard area.
Gotcha.
They very rarely came down here, just because the temperature didn't suit them. But if there was enough coin, they would go wherever. They had no allegiance. And even with, I'll say with the 16, you would have known that in their tribe, to ascend to manhood, they would have had to take in at least one life. Not animal, human life.
One human life.
Yeah, humanoid life.
Sentient.
Yep.
All right then. Just for my notes.
Yes.
What would have the name of like the main guy or like one of the main people in that tribe have been named? We're going to use it as fodder.
The leader would have been Krugar. Krugar.
Okay. And you said that's the leader of the Ironside?
Krugar Ironside. So when you joined the tribe, you adopted the last name.
Makes sense. All right. Cool. I'm going to use that as fodder. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah. Stargo just kind of like nodded, said, I've heard of the Ironsides.
They are interesting.
Pieces of shit. All of them.
Well,
You know that like doesn't necessarily nod, but you can see that they obviously agree.
Would I know if one of them was a watcher, though?
Well, history check.
Because, I mean, you mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just use a big one.
The big guys.
That's-
Big one.
I don't know if I want to call that one. I'm not on a server.
Ooh, those are pretty, Alex.
There we go. That's shit. That sounds about right.
This is the one I'm rolling tonight, right now.
It's my
History?
double-sized one.
Yes, history, please. Hi, Willow.
That is a 6.
A 6?
Shittily.
I mean, you know the name Ironside is the name of the person that leads the Northern Kingdom. Well, that's about it. I would say you would probably know the first name. The name of the person that leads the Northern Kingdom, like where the capital of Winterholm is, was one of the Watchers. The original Watchers, one of the council. And his name was Odin Ironside. Even with a 6, it's fairly basic. But you don't know if you connect them.
Oh my god, my password to expire. What the f*** do you mean? Sorry, I'm trying to do something real quick. Figure something out.
You're fine.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes, but so your goal, we will let you go in at sunrise tomorrow. Make sure you're prepared. You will have one simple task, and you will have 1 week to complete it. Hidden.
Sorry, continue.
Hidden somewhere within the scar. Where I'm not going to say which level, as we call them. Somewhere inside of the scar, you shall find an icon. And he pulls out like a little, almost token, like miniature statue, about 8 inches tall, made out of like what appears to be maybe iron. And you can see on the front is like a cloaked figure with like an amorphous face and a shield with the symbol of the Watchers. You will be looking for one of these. Your goal is to find it and retrieve it. Survive and retrieve it. There are multiple in there.
So we just have to find one of them. But there's multiple?
Yes. There was one for each team. Bringing back more will assure each member of your team.
So we need to find 4 to...
If that is the team you go in with, yes. And mind you, each of these have specific magic that can only be revealed once broken. So, if you try to recreate it, we will know. If you try to use divination magic to find it, you will be blocked by the enchantments.
Just a good old scavenger hunt.
It is. We have spent the last several weeks hiding them in multiple places, and mind you, the inhabitants like to move around. So what may have been safe a week ago is not now. Or, if a sentient creature took a liking to it could be in their grasp. It is your responsibility to find them, track them, and deliver one to each member.
All right, then.
And so you're aware, it does not matter how you get these items, as long as you come back. So, watch your back. As you have already stated, some do not like to go the most direct route to get theirs.
Yeah, it just seems that if I'm a betting man, we're probably going to get attacked while we're in there.
Oh, probably.
Only if you have made enemies of them or instigated them.
A person like that, it doesn't matter if you're an enemy or not.
He just kind of glances over at you, Eden. I can only assume that lip came from some altercation. You did not have it last night.
Yeah. Fucking just telling him to get some fucking manners. He slammed open the goddamn door to the guild. I don't know. I've been in a mood. But
He just kind of nods like, I'm not touching that one.
fucking better not.
Be safe, prepare, and I will be there to see you off as with the rest of the guild.
I do have one more question.
Yes.
Do you know of any things that we need to look out for? That we should try to prepare for? I've never been in there before.
If I tried to prepare you for every little thing, it would take years. There are multiple entities, not just that are native to the Underdark. There seems to be rips in reality, that creatures from other planes flow. Some believe it is due to the Great Devourer being sealed.
Fun stuff, okay.
It is not uncommon for fully trained groups of guild members to go missing and never come back. If the further you delve, the deeper and less controlled it is. The darker the entity, the further down it tends to be. Unless there is something larger down there now that is driving them towards the surface. It's an ever-changing ecosystem.
But like an army or something?
I have yet to encounter an entire army. But roaming bands of Elithids, Thrall, Duergar, Kobolds, and other shadow-like entities
Yeah.
are known to huddle together. It seems that even some creatures that would normally not band together for survival, they all seem to be afraid of something further down. So watch your step. I like how you're waving your hand, Alex.
Like, I could be very helpful in this conversation right now.
Oh, yes. But I do not mean to hold you up. I have much to prepare for. Good
Thank
day.
you. You too.
And he like walks 10 spaces away, stops. And Eden,
Yes.
please try to behave. I worry about you like my own daughter.
I'll try to behave, Nico.
Thank you. I have
Also,
enough on my plate.
keep an eye out. just stay safe. Please.
I will try. He continues out of the church.
Fucking better!
Watch your language, young lady.
Never. Oh, there's my employee ID. Nice. Okay, sorry.
You're good. As the two of you are alone in the church.
I'm suddenly like
Kevin?
a hound.
Kevin, are
taking
you
a
still
look.
here?
You're muted. Oh, there we go.
No, he's not. You fucking dipped.
Right in front of you.
Instinctively punch him.
Yeah, just about. So it seems that we're going first thing in the morning. Should probably go tell Chris.
Yeah, that'd be important.
Are you?
You know, you guys forgot to ask if there was some place we could buy any specialized equipment around here.
I would know, sir. I'm
Yeah.
from here.
There is no magic shop here.
There is no fucking magic shop.
You have like
here.
your general supply store, and I mean, you have your smithy, but it is mostly like basic tools, like horseshoes and like a farrier shop. Then I mean, you have the Hunters Guild, but most of them don't like to part with their items too terribly much. I mean, you also have the Healer Hut, which sells some apothecary stuff, so you might be able to get like some basic like herbal healing potions and stuff like that. But
Yeah, not.
You know, we should try to get a few at least decent healing potions. Nothing, whatever we can get in this town, anyways. I'll go find Chris and kind of fill him in on the plan, I guess. Are you still wanting to inspect this place more, Eden?
Yes, even more now that I was left a fucking deed. Fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit,
This
what
shit's
the
yours
fuck?
now.
You know,
What the fuck?
you're the most familiar with the guild. Do they have a fast way of getting around?
Damn it, does the guild have a fast way of getting around?
I mean, unless you're like high level people that have access to maybe some of the information, which you don't have access to. The most people travel by like horses, carriages. I mean, there is teleportation magic, but you're
Darn, no
No.
fast
Yeah.
travel system.
I do not believe there is a fast travel in the fucking guild. I'm sorry, no. We're just not as fast as you people probably were. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I mean,
Racist.
you would know that like probably in each of the capitals there's probably something, but in like the Scar and like or any of these small areas, probably not.
Fucking nobody comes out here, so we really don't have that kind of thing. More magic items. Magic, what's that? No, it's just what you see is what you got. Pretty much out here.
Pretty sad.
I'm fucking sorry, but hey, we at least have a building of operations now, should we need it.
So, do we want to keep looking here or go notify Chris of what's going on?
I will say that you guys have pretty much torn this place apart. You spent like 2 different days rolling for things. Pretty much anything you would have found or anything that you roll well up to have found, you found. You're not gonna keep rolling and finding new things. Good try, but
Well, I didn't know if I missed something. I'm fucking thorough.
oh, it doesn't matter if you missed anything. You rolled.
I rolled. Okay. Alright, I understand, Mr. DM. It's time to go talk to Chris. Yeah, let's go talk to Chris. I think
All right.
Bye, bitch.
All right, Chris. as you have been down here doing like your healing rituals and all that with people. You guys have probably spent 2 hours or so down here doing this. About this time, you see like a little old lady come up to you. Excuse me, young man.
Yes.
You've been helping them out quite a bit. I think it's time you take a break. Why don't you come on over here and follow me now? You're looking a bit peckish.
I suppose I could use a little break.
You sure can. We'll get a little bit of something on you. It looks like you haven't eaten in a little while as well. You need to get some meat on them bones. And like she like reaches over and like grabs your arm and starts like, you know, that old lady leading you away.
Yeah.
Yeah, she leads you back to like the back of this area where you can see like an old rocker chair sitting there with like a small little fireplace, a tea kettle there. It smells like old moths, yarn, and cats.
Old moths?
As you come
I know
up.
how that smells. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I know how that
Yep.
smells.
Yeah. Think like
Okay.
mothballs. That's just. Ugh. But as she like leads you over to a little chair that has like it's a completely wooden chair with like this crocheted like covering for it. It's completely uncomfortable, and as you sit, it kind of slips because there's no gripping on it. Pours you a little cup of tea. And I just made this morning. I think you should have some. You look like you need some extra meat on them bones, young man. And like she like takes over and pulls out like this loaf of banana nut bread.
Ooh.
Just because he doesn't know, he's gonna roll an insight check.
Yep.
Roll high, feller.
And as like you glance her over, you realize that she's probably about 4'2", 4'3", just hunchback, has a little cane, eyes just completely squinting. Like you're not sure if the eyes are actually opened.
I love
Oh.
her.
I got a 25 for my
A
insight.
25. She seems like a sweet little old lady that just wants to make you fat.
Really a witch in disguise.
Like my grandma.
Hold on, let me roll for the witchiness. Nope, not a witch.
Damn.
But yeah, she sits you down, pours you like a cup, and it is like passion tea. It's actually, I love passion tea. She like slides it over, like cuts you off a large slice, looks you up and down, cuts you a second slice, pushes it over. Now, if you'll just give me one moment, I think I got some other things over here for you. Why don't you go ahead and start on that now?
Hides in a corner. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and you like see her going over to like a little cupboard she has. You see her taking out like some like in a sense what appears to be like old summer sausage, some Ritz crackers, some cheeses. About this time, the rest of you guys get up here. You come up to the church. You guys glance around. You don't see Grith.
Oh no.
Oh my god,
No.
did they get him?
Walk over to one of the people that's kind of like working close by.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, have you seen our friend Chris that we came in with?
Ah.
The dark-skinned feller?
Oh yes. I'm sorry to inform you. However, he is in the clutches of Matilda.
Oh, fuck.
Who's Matilda?
Where is she right now?
You see her just look you over for a moment, think about something, and smile. She's right in that back room right there. I believe that is where she is holding Chris.
I'm sneaking in there.
Okay. You come in and yeah.
Should we be worried, Eden?
Yes!
You know who Matilda is.
I know who Matilda is.
Last time you visited her, you got held up for 3.5 hours.
She slams the door open. Matilda. Hi, it's been a while.
Oh, it's so good to see you, Eden. Well, you are looking a bit small. Why don't you come on in? I can tell you about. I was just telling Chris here about what happened last Tuesday when we were trying to plant the tomatoes. We found all of them caterpillars up over eating my my leaves. So I was telling him about how you take a little bit of lemon juice, you take it, you spread it on the leaves, and it'll help. And then me and Dorothy,
Also, Chris has no idea what they're talking about.
no. I imagine he has
Meanwhile-
that look of like, please help.
Eden hears a whisper in her ear. Is she a threat?
What? I can't hear you, Eden. You gotta talk a little louder. My hearing ain't as good as it was.
I know it ain't. And she'll just pat her on the head. See, we're really busy all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to steal Chris from you. I know he's been working really hard.
Well, but you need to get a little like, and she like reaches up and like grabs your waist. Well, you seem to be getting a little smaller. You know, you need to be eating some. You need to get them
I'm
good
growing.
birthing hips.
I'm gonna. Oh my fucking god! Don't ever say birthing hips, please.
Chris is going to take this opportunity to try to sneak out.
Roll a stealth check.
I sacrificed.
Well, I mean, how are you ever going to find you a good man to settle down
I'm
with
not
and have
looking
children?
for a man.
I got it.
I've told you.
You got a 17.
No.
17. You slip out easily. Well, even if you ain't looking for a man, how are you going to find you a nice woman that will glad to cook for you? We've told
For
you.
anybody right now, what I'm looking for is vengeance. But
Well, vengeance ain't
set
never
that up for
helped
me, Granny.
nobody. You know, two wrongs don't make a right, young lady. Maybe you should
No,
just think
but
on it.
I'm not gonna just state. I'm not. Okay, look, I've told everybody this 1,000 times. I'm not gonna become somebody's fucking housewife. I want to be an adventurer. I want to go out. I want to get my fortune. I just want to live my life.
Honey, when I was your age, I wanted to do that as well. We all know it's just a phase and that we all gotta grow up sometime. We all have these dreams of the great adventure. I know you are, young lady.
Can I have
Stop.
some of your banana bread?
Stygar
Of
has
course.
already went over and cut a piece of bread and is just sitting there eating it, watching this.
She's just gonna
See,
eat some
now
of the
that's
bread.
a nice, as he like points towards you, Steiger. That's a nice, respectable young man. See, he was quiet. He's eating. He knows how to. Now, do you like to eat, young man?
Always.
See, now that's a good type of man that you might be looking for there, Eden. He can always be hungry.
Oh my god. I don't want to cook for
What's your name,
someone
honey?
who's orphan.
My name's Stygar, and
Well-
this is some of the best banana bread I've had.
Oh,
In a
well,
long
thank
time.
you. If you want, I'll give you, when y'all get engaged, I'll give Eden here the recipe. Well, unless you're the one that would cook more. I didn't know you had such a handsome gentleman you were hanging around with, Eden. I would have said nothing.
Thank you. And
Oh,
he's
you're
gonna
welcome.
take cut another piece,
Yeah.
and he's gonna start walking out. Have a good day.
Oh, of course, it's good to meet you. Now, Eden, why don't we... I think I got something for you. Give me one moment. She walks over to a chest in the
She's gonna
corner.
run. She's gonna run.
Now, this is
Yeah,
the
with
same
piece of banana
veil. Yeah, easily. This is the same veil that I had when I was talking about getting married. And she got just fade out.
I want to be married. I don't want to be married. I don't want to be married. Steiger, you are a fine gentleman, but I'm sorry, no.
It's okay. I understand. He'll take another bite.
The entire time she thought you were human.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm half human,
Alright.
so it makes up for it.
Let's just get out. Let's get out of her little area.
Oh, did you want me to let Matilda know that you're coming back later? Says the same lady with that smile.
Me?
Tell her to bake me more banana bread, and yes, I will be back.
Of course.
Died.
God.
And you see her just throw her hands and run across the room.
I spit my water out. God.
God.
All right, so where are you guys going? Chris, you are free now.
Chris is waiting outside.
Yeah, you guys are wait, where'd Chris go? You know, man, he's outside just no, I'm out. Freedom.
We have some news. Eden, do you want to go to your new church?
Yes, I would. Follow
And we
me.
will talk there.
Yeah. god, I did.
I guess we can kind of walk and talk.
We can walk
Um,
and talk. I own the church now, and at some point,
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna keep an like a ear out to make sure nobody's like too close to hear everything, you know.
Make a perception check.
With disadvantage, because it is sunny.
just shield your eye.
Well, I rolled an 11 and a 10, so 21.
21?
Damn.
You don't notice anything.
Passive. I'll say it's my
Yeah.
passive perception. So
You don't notice anything out of the norm.
okay.
I mean, you guys get looks, but
I'm used to that.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Look at us.
The only normal one is fucking Eden.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, you get a couple looks
Kevin
and a
looks
couple of
normal.
nods too, like of respect. Actually, Kevin's still invisible, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Yeah.
You just see a piece of banana bread floating in the air.
Slowly disappearing.
It's actually surprisingly moist.
Ooh, oh.
Oh, it's so good. Gotta fucking love banana bread.
Me too. I was gonna do ice lemon pound cake, but I decided banana bread.
No, banana bread is where it's fucking at.
It is. So
So yes. There has been a couple of things that's came up. Eden is now the proud owner of the church. And do you want to tell him the other news?
In an estate. And
With
money.
15 employees.
I have employees. Now. This
I
is
don't know what that
such-
is, but all right, sounds good.
Someone who works for me.
Oh, those are called slaves for me.
No, they get paid. They get paid.
I mean, we have slaves as well.
TOS. Trish, this is not what it sounds like.
No. They're paid and they work willingly. I don't know. I really don't know. If they aren't getting paid, I'm gonna change that. But it should be like dirt poor, anyways. So, yeah, yeah. I guess I own a house now over in. Why does things keep changing? But I own
That
a.
is life.
But I own
An estate in Boulderdale.
an estate in Boulderdale. So whenever we decide to go north, we should check that out because I think that'll hold information. And we go into the hole tomorrow. So.
Okay.
So
just
whatever preparations that we need to get, I don't think that we'll be able to find true magic stuff or potions or anything like that.
Well,
There's probably some remedy style around here, but that's about it.
yeah.
Are we-
Probably should still get some like standard survival supplies.
Yes.
You know,
silver.
things like rope.
Rope,
Are we in the
rations.
church? Did we say we were going to the church?
Yes.
Damien,
Changing your background.
Yes.
would there be any silver in the church? Or any silver weapons in the church? Sorry.
When you went in there last time, all the weapons had been cleared out of the church.
Is there any information on what's in the fucking hole?
All the books from your room were gone. Like the training area that had all your information, all your weapons, all those supplies, everything was empty.
Oh my god, they could get to the estate quickly too, if they know where it is. Wait, there you go. Anyways, don't listen to me. Well, fuck, there isn't anything else useful in here. It's our base of operations while we're here.
Do you know if the local blacksmith might have silver stuff?
But I know, looks.
Roll a history check?
Thank you. That is 4 is 9 plus 4, so that's 13.
13. he mostly dealt with actually making the weapons and stuff. Silver is a really rare resource for if you're trying to have enough to make a sword, an ingot, or anything. He might be able to make it if it was provided, or if you guys bought one from somewhere. But I mean, you also know that there is like a small like jewelry stand that sells basic stuff, but it would take a lot of that to melt down to make silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
There's one thing I wanted to ask you. Oh,
Yeah.
tomorrow before we leave, it will take a little bit of time. But I was wondering if you all would be willing to accept the blessing of my goddess for a short period of time.
Yes.
I don't see why not.
It's not a permanent thing. It's just something that might help.
I'm for it. Sure.
That part.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be safer with that if we go down there. I feel like any blessing would be really seen. I've seen what's down there. Well, some of it. Or when you. Never mind. You know what I'm trying to say. My head. But yeah. That'd be helpful.
Okay.
Are you going to be okay going down then back in there?
We'll find out.
Kevin,
I don't see why there would be any problem. We're nowhere near where I came up.
Alright. Well, I just
Sorry, DM, you said something.
it's fine.
something's going on here.
Don't worry about it, guys. Everything is fine. Alright, as you guys are walking, you're having this conversation.
Mustache.
Kevin, you hear almost inside your head an ear-splitting scream. And your vision shifts for a moment. As you are standing in an area that's not familiar to you. You can see darkness all around you. As you seem to be almost floating. As you are just floating in almost this nothingness, you can feel something went wrong. Something's not right. You glance down, but it's not you glancing. You were just glancing down. As you look down, you can see what appears to be where your hand should be. Half of it is missing. Just cut in half. You see blood just dripping. Or you look down, you can see your midsection split. No cuts or anything, just a perfect line.
Oh, fuck.
As your mind just screams and burns the pain, you hear others, 2, 3, 4 voices along with yours, screaming and burning in agony. And then you are back, your body, head throbbing. You are on your knees, still invisible, panting, sweat dripping down. And with your passive perception, you can see runes on one of your belts ignited and beginning to fade. You look up. You don't see the 3 people you have been walking with. You don't know how long you've been sitting here.
Awesome.
Do we notice him like?
No, he's invisible.
drift- Oh, fuck! That is right. Damn.
All right, so preparations, guys. What else do we think we need?
I feel like I should try to at least. If you think that we need silvered weapons of some sort,
One. I don't. Gonna work. Something right though. That mimics.
I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we should probably get some spare water skins and whatnot, because that's not the easiest thing to find a clean source of.
Water and food. Water and food. We need to consider water and food. All right.
I mean, I have plenty of. I have 16 days worth of rations on me.
So, but
So.
in case, you know, I don't want to say in case we find somebody, but in case we find somebody, that's not gonna be where I'm gonna find my information. I don't have that open here. I have it on my phone. Into your app. Inventory. Use. I have 1 day of rations. And a dead snake. I still think more would be good. Or
No, I agree. I'm just.
yeah.
Hi, Bree.
Food, water. Chris, are you, perchance, able to bless the water?
I don't see why I won't be able to.
Then maybe we should get a water skin and devote it towards that. Look, as someone who is aligned with a critter from not the Underdark, but with that fucking hole in it, I think we should keep some of that.
Okay. I mean, it's something I can work on
Okay.
over the night. I don't know how. Would Chris know how long it would take to make holy water?
Rolling a religion check.
7.
7? No fucking idea. You've never made it. The fuck?
Yeah.
Let's assume we have holy water. We just splash a vampire. Oh god. Can you imagine?
Why are we looking for
Oh, yeah,
holy
Bree,
water
love
and
you.
silver again?
Because I met a vampire down in the hole that we're going
Damn.
into.
If only someone had a silver weapon.
Damn.
You did have a silver scimitar, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep. I will say about this time, Chris, by the way, you guys have been back at the church for a good 5-10 minutes during this conversation. About now, Chris, you get to the church. You can see the three of them just kind of like sitting up front talking. Or not Chris, goddammit, Kevin. I'm sorry.
He'll just make his presence
Bring me
known
some
by,
bread.
by becoming visible. Not
Alright.
even like really say anything. Just.
Listen! You can't just do that? Oh my god. Do you have anything to say on the whole supplies thing, by the way?
Food.
Oh, we said. You know what? I can just ask Matilda to make the whole like 2 batches of bread. I think that's
You're breaking up a lot.
God. Why?
Did you went higher pitched?
I'm fucking sorry. I cannot control the octave.
You do though. It's crazy.
When I start, oh,
Turn on that dick.
anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say. Thanks, guys. You should be proud of yourself. Oh.
Thank you,
my
Brie. I was
God.
about to do that.
What was I saying? Yes, I'll just ask Matilda for a whole bunch of banana bread,
And we geek.
and then we could get what, Damien?
Nothing. Sorry, I forgot to mute. Talking to my chat. Continue.
Okay, I see. Hi, chat. Fuck. No, I keep forgetting what I said. I lost it.
You were talking to you were going to talk to Matilda.
Oh
About
yeah, You know, we should go talk to Matilda about more bread. You know. Yeah, and then we can do the water. Well, I don't really think there's anything else that we. Torches.
Do we need light?
Well, I don't
Because
actually.
that will not be a good idea.
No, actually, between all of us, I think we can all see in the dark.
I will also ask you this as be nice as the DM. How are you getting down into the scar?
I know I wrote in my backstory that it was like a mine shaft that they had, so they had the little cool elevator thing.
Mm-hmm. Are you planning on taking that to one of the open areas? Or are you going to try to go a different way?
I think that's something we can look up to see if there's any other what passages there are into the
strategic. Yeah.
So you know there are hundreds and hundreds of small like cave or tunnel openings along the scar. The one that the shaft goes to is one of the most common. Like in a sense, you kind of have like no monsters or anything there because it's so heavily traveled. But
Well, off the beaten path, there's more monsters. On the beaten path, there's more guild members. So, yeah, we should scout out what we can see. I think.
Okay. I mean, something we can look into before it gets too late.
yeah, it's only like 1 o'clock maybe.
All right. Well, anything else that we should?
Do you want to? I'm not sure. There's not a lot of places to get things around here. Is the problem?
Well, for food and water and all that jazz, there
Right.
should be.
I mean more exotic things.
That was my first idea. It's like, well, we go into my mom's house. See if there's anything in there. No. More exotic flag.
Anyway, there's the maid guy. He might be willing to sell something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name out of character.
The guy that looked at our stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, who took the note and has his name?
I'm looking for my notes.
My notebook is missing.
My notebook is missing as well.
Yay, team missing our notes.
So it's all on you, Josh.
Can you do it? Well, Steiger might, but
This isn't looking good. Hold on. Sometimes I write notes in 2 different places. This one just
Sorry.
kind of.
I'm still on the phone, but what are you all looking for again?
The guy's name that you guys bought or sold items with.
That we sold items with.
The
One
Arcane
bought
Focus.
the yeah, the arcane focus and whatnot.
Oh.
See, my last note in here is 2 square feet of satin.
I don't have his name, I don't think either. I don't think I ever actually wrote it down.
I think I did, but then I didn't hit the save button on this. And it didn't save.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we can find that out.
we'll fucking figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have that. I don't have his name
I'll just
wrote
accost
down.
him.
Yeah. My notes kind of skip around, so I don't have. Yeah, I don't have his name written down. Sorry, y'all.
Did we even ask?
I don't think we did, actually.
They were like, here, identify this, and maybe we'll sell it to you.
Thanks for your service, and I get the fuck out.
Hey, it was someone that Eden knew, so.
It's like Albert. Something.
I don't know why you decided to move your mic away from your face farther.
It was like Albert or something. Fuck you, Josh. Like, it was like Albert or something, because what it's the same name as the prince from the fucking other campaign. And it's not Albert, but it starts with like an A or something like that. It's like a nerdy name.
Arthur?
Arthur? Not that one. No. From our Saturday campaign, the prince that I sold.
Oh.
It starts with an A. I know it starts with an A. 'Cause
That
it's
is
like-
not the prince from the Saturday's name.
It's not
It doesn't start with an A.
similar. What was his name then?
Nigel.
Nigel.
Why
It
would
was
I remember that?
Nigel.
It does not
Why'd you
start with
remember
an
that so
A.
quickly?
Sorry, I thought it was Albert. Don't.
Anyways,
Sorry.
is there anywhere in town where I can buy like paper and like things to write with?
Can I just walk into another room in the church and procure paper?
Yeah, there's paper in here.
Yeah, she just walks over, procures an inkwell and paper. It's like, here,
25 gold.
25 gold.
What about larger sheets of paper? Say like yay big.
How large? Like a scroll?
Nah, just kidding.
Oh, well, I'm like, I could probably paste these all together if that's what you need.
They got
Okay.
very quiet.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, no, I think that I'm going to use this paper and stuff to kind of draw out the pathways we take while we're down there.
Smart. Do you have a compass?
Hold on. God.
I can tell you who has a compass. It's not in this campaign.
No, but if we can find some navigation equipment, that's fine. Plus, I always know that north is that way.
Wait, so you're good?
He points to the back of the church.
Funny way to drop that you have feet, but alright.
You asked if there was a compass. I got a compass in my head. What do you? What do you want from me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's good to know then. You know which way is north and you're good, you know? Cool. Cool. I feel like we derailed somewhere. No, but navigation is navigation. Good idea.
All right, so we have navigation sort of figured out. We need to figure out a better way how to get down. We could just search for an opening, or we could go down the main path that you were talking about. I don't think that was established. What's our choice in that?
Oh, it's the man shaft down. I used to be a man.
Right, but are we choosing to take that or go, like offshoot tunnels?
We're talking about scouting out. There was getting. We were talking about scouting to find a way in.
Yeah, that's right. Today?
Yes.
Well, then let's go.
All right.
All right. So y'all start making your way to the scar. All right. What
Did you get
part?
enough-
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask Kevin. I'm like, did you get enough sleep last night? You seem a little, like you missed a bit of a conversation there. Daydreaming a lot, or?
I was not in the room present for some things,
Oh,
but it's no big deal.
okay. Fair enough.
All right. So you make your way to the scar. Where are you going? Are you going to the like right here by the town, or are you going more south, north? Where are you going?
I imagine we're probably gonna go towards the edge of the town and then work our way south, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go that way in a moment if we want to take a quick break, guys. Go get snacks, bathrooms, and all that.
Awesome.
So we'll be right back and we'll go ahead and mute the stream for you guys. All right. And sound is back. So, you guys are making your way towards the scar to look for some alternate routes besides the main one. It'll take you probably about 10, 15 minutes to walk it. As you guys get within like a quarter mile, you can once again see that low black mist that just hangs and swirls to about mid calf to like the bottom of your knee that just perpetually drifts across the land. You can see the ground underneath it almost turn gray, but not dead, just muted and changed of colors as you guys get closer. As you get closer, you can see a small building or sets of buildings, probably about 5 to 10 buildings, along the front of it, which you would know, Elias, which has been transformed from the basic like small mining camp into like an makeshift infirmary, and just outposts for the guild for coming in and out immediately. Passing, there's a couple of people with like homing pigeons in a sense to send important messages quickly in case you can't use magic always. There is a small thing that sells like immediate like healing potions and things like that, but they are at more than exuberant prices, and there is never a consistency of what's there. It's just kind of whatever they sell to them there or what they've brought in. As you guys get closer, who wants to lead the investigation perception check, and what exactly are you guys looking for? As you guys get closer, you can see the old school like winch system that lowers a like 5 foot or probably about 10 foot wide circular platform up and down below the scar, or the rim of the scar. Right now, you can see probably about 12 or 13 individuals just kind of like hanging out there, waiting for it to come back up, as you don't see the platform there currently.
Oh, I can.
I'm good.
I
How
can
about you, little
take a
man?
lead on, well, at least the searching part.
Okay.
I can do the investigation part of that.
Okay. And what are y'all? What are you specifically looking for?
Other safer passages. That's not like the main, for me at least.
Okay.
An easy way down for me.
Okay.
That isn't immediately into the abyss. Thank you.
Can I look for that other party of people that we seen at the guild hall?
Yeah, make a perception check.
12.
12. Cursively glance around, like looking at the dark shadows of like the small alleyway that's between these few buildings and everything. You don't see them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, investigate.
I got to 25.
25. Okay. While Elias finds the dice they want. As you're looking around, you see hundreds of different little alcoves and tunnels that can lead in to it. Even looking down this way, you can see some that are just sheer ins and out, like almost like a subterranean tunnel had been just wiped out for a section whenever this magic went through. Others have actually like small precipices that got like 5 to 10 feet. And one of them you can actually see has somewhat of a like precarious steep natural like ledge that every 5 to 10 feet has another step up. And it's about 30 feet down to the first step, but after that you can slowly head down probably for the next 80 feet or so. And as you look down, you can just see this black mist just enveloping the walls and shifting and mixing with it. And then as you don't see around, it just goes far, far deeper than your eyes can see.
I got an investigation of 27. Natural 20.
Very nice. I mean, there are several safe. It's a relative term. You can see like on some of the other areas where people have left previous anchors. For like, um, what's that? What's that? Base jumping down in a sense.
Yeah.
You can see like several anchors on those. You see the same type of steps he did. Getting down to it could be fairly precarious. But honestly, there is no real safe or great way to get down. You can see some better paths, but none of them are foolproof. And even looking at the winch system, you remember the filling of that gondola just lowering you down. You also know that it goes down further than most of these upper paths because it was made for the mines. So you start at a safer area, but you are deeper. It goes down probably about 200 feet.
Goes
Can I
down.
just while we're going around, can I just make sure or just watch out for anybody like watching us?
Yeah, make perception check.
Um,
18.
8?
18. Sorry.
18, okay. I mean, there's some people watching you. Some appear to be guild members just observing, whether they're just curious guild members or whether they're here to watch you to make sure you don't try to sneak in early or anything, whether they're officials. But nothing overtly hostile or untoward that you notice.
so I don't see real good paths, but I know how deep um the gondola goes.
Do you think that that would be a good entrance, that they would hide things down there?
200 feet down, I'm willing to bet.
Well, I'm just afraid of us trying to go down that and the other team trying to sabotage us in some way because it's the most obvious way to enter.
It's true.
I feel like they're gonna do something to us no matter what, whether it's after we're on our way back out or something. If there's only 3 of them, we only
Nova,
need 3.
leave it.
We need 4.
Yeah.
If that person is anything like his lineage, he has all the beliefs in himself that he thinks that he could take on anybody at any time. So they may not even go down here. They may just wait for us to come back.
Maybe we come back up a different way.
They would probably expect that.
Would they? There's a lot of areas to come out of.
Let's just keep in mind that they are indeed cocky, but I don't know. I feel like they'll go down.
They'll go down. If they're cocky, they'll go down. Just to prove himself. Place is notorious for their monsters that lie underneath. Maybe if they ever like, hey, we defeated this, look at us. Maybe that'll keep it occupied or I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. I'm gonna test a few of those anchor points real quick to see if we're still holding strong.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Yep, strong enough. Me so sorry, baby. New dice. Boop. That is not bad. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, I know. Strength? E. 13.
13. Going over and pulling on some of the ones that you were less confident about, you push decent amount of weight on it, and like you're reaching over and putting like your body weight on it. About 3 or 4 of them just come straight out. But going around, you find 2 or 3 different sets that would lead down to a path that seem to be fairly sturdy that hold your weight, from what you can tell. Probably good that you saw the good paths.
Okay. We could consider one of these. Production a good day. Hey Damien, can you put some music on the robot, please?
Oh, I didn't realize it stopped.
It stopped, yeah.
Let's see what we got. Oh,
But I
some
do
of
think
this.
we need to get some climbing gear either way, just in case.
Would be a bad idea just to have.
Climbing gear, navigate gear.
I know we bought some climbing gear for me before the trials,
Yeah,
but wouldn't hurt to have another.
yeah. Rope. Didn't we use our rope for something, or am I thinking of something?
Is this playing? I can't hear it.
Still have mine.
Oh, there we go. I should turn it way up.
Yours burnt up in lava.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Lava. Alright.
I still have mine as well.
Maybe we should buy like some paints. And when we get down there, we camouflage ourselves in the caves and the mines.
I don't think that will work for me.
No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to.
There is something I could use paint for, but it's more of a personal thing.
Then we should still get some paint.
I'd only need like a simple white
Okay.
and not much of it.
Alright.
Does anybody need any quick weapons upgrading or anything, or a weapon in general?
Hold on. Let me check. I have Bates Deeds of Tranquility. I had to remember I have that. Oh,
I mean, if you want to look over mine while we have the free time, then.
I have a healing potion.
I don't know if there's anything you can do to rope darts, but
Oh, and I have holy
doubt it.
water. And a wound stake. And a dead snake.
Do you have a dead snake?
Yeah, remember the
Yeah.
poisonous snake that bit?
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. I can't remember what type of snake it was off the top of my head.
I
It was
can't.
like it was like a magical snake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just fucking kept that shit.
It would have
Oh.
paralyzed you.
Did paralyze.
Alright, so what kind of weapon do you have, Chris?
A rapier.
Could I see or could I tell if there's anything that I could do to the rapier to make it better by chance? Or is it something more along the lines of I'd have to just make a new one to make it better?
Do you hand him your rapier?
Yeah, I'll kind of hold him out for him to
Yeah.
inspect it.
As you look it over, it is fairly nice make, nothing too crazy. However, there is almost a faint glow emanating from the blade itself, and you can see like a magical sheen over it. You haven't worked with too many magic items in the past, but you know if you try to alter or change anything after it's already been
I'm gonna fuck it up.
enchanted, in a sense, yeah. You could fuck it up, or it could explode on you in the process of trying to change it.
I don't think that I can mess with this one. It's already magical, so
I have a longsword. I don't really have any magical weapons. So if you want something to mess with, I could possibly use upgrading.
what about a basic longsword?
Yeah, I have a basic one.
Damn it.
What?
Oh!
If I take Eden's basic longsword, non-magical or anything, can I make it better?
How would you make it better?
Well,
Because
I
you're
can't
not
make it
quite
a-
to masterwork yet, so
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I can't make it into like a +1 or anything like that. I don't think. What is a longsword damage? 1d6?
1d8 or 1d10.
1d8.
Yeah.
Oh, 1d10.
Because I had
Yeah.
the scimitar before and was like, wait, a fucking longsword does more damage.
Yeah,
Yep.
But that requires strength.
yeah, it does.
Fuck, I gave that one guy my fucking scimitar because I felt bad for that
Yeah.
stupid guard guy.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not a finesse weapon.
Nope.
It's not finesse. I thought it was
It's a
finesse weapon.
versatile.
Yeah, because you can use one or two hands. Um,
Fuck me.
I mean, I guess there's really nothing that I could do that I could think of to make it better, to do more damage or anything like that.
Yeah, if you had more materials and stuff, or like if you could buy enough silver, you might be able to plate it in silver and stuff. But with it being
Yeah.
already a forged weapon and stuff, your options are fairly limited. You could
Yeah.
repair it if it was broken, but
Yeah.
I might need another sword that's finesse. Well, I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. God, shit. I mean, I think it's more damage, but I have a less of a chance to hit.
We should replace that.
Ivory.
Well, it's a +4 as opposed to a +7, so yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. Alright. Well, let me go look at weapons. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, we can always go to the blacksmith, and I can try to see if he has has any silver,
Alright.
just in case.
Yeah.
And then I can try to
Oh, no,
make
I have
you
I have a short sword in my pocket. It's
Okay.
labeled kukri, but it's a short sword.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
that
you
should be okay.
you're heading to the blacksmith.
Yes.
Okay. As you approach, you can see a fairly rotund human figure. Huge, like barrel-chested, large arms, shaggy brown beard. As he just kind of glances up at you. Yes.
Ah, yes. I was curious. Do you all have, or do you have any silver by chance, or silvered weapons perchance?
Don't have any silvered weapons. Generally, those are commissioned. I don't think I have any in the back, but I can double check. Generally, most people provide the silver just due to the cost of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a moment. I'll go back in the back and check.
Thank you.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Elias, roll me a D100, please.
Let's see how lucky I am today, guys.
What are we looking at, Damien? High or low?
I'm not telling you.
Doesn't
You motherfucker.
No.
82. I don't know what that means.
Means you got a D and 2.
chance.
You don't.
All right. After a couple of minutes, he comes back. Well, I do have a little bit. It's about 2 pounds. That I don't know what you're trying to use it for, but once you refine and purify it, might be able to make something with it. Or were you looking for me to do
silver?
it? Yeah, it is raw silver.
Would that be enough to make a really small dagger, just in case?
Are you trying to make a pure silver dagger, or you were trying to coat a dagger with silver?
Pure.
Coating would be a lot easier.
Yeah, it might be enough, depends on the skill of the smith, and depending on how many weeks you got for him to refine it.
It might be easy. Said.
Coating it is a much quicker, but it's kind of frowned upon in a way.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It messes up the temper of the blade, and
Yeah.
puts a soft
Yeah.
metal on the outside.
How much for the 2 pounds?
For the 2 pounds, you are going to be looking at 20 gold.
All right. I'll go ahead and take that from you. And then I will start working on it tonight. I probably won't be able to make anything, but I might be able to start working it a little bit.
All right.
Sir, could I borrow your forge tonight?
Could you? Oh, what? Could you borrow my forge?
Yes, please. I'll pay you for it. Can I rent your forge?
Roll me your persuasion check.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah. It's like, what? Borrow my forge? Like my livelihood?
Well, no, didn't he? Which city were we in where he did that? 'Cause I know he's
Maplehold.
Maple.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a 19.
Damn, you are a smooth talker.
Yeah. He looks you over.
I do have a little bit of experience.
Call it 5 gold, and you can have it until midnight, but no later.
I probably won't be up that late anyways.
Right. Don't you be touching any of my tools. I assume you got your own. I don't like anyone to mess with Miss Marbling. I have her just where I like. And he like taps the hammer on his side.
I've got all mine right here.
Huh?
But I know the blacksmith's name.
Yeah, it's Jordan.
Jordan, you named your tool?
Yeah.
Everything Smith does.
Oh, I didn't know that's what Smith did. I just used the weapon.
Do you not name your sword?
No.
Well, maybe that's why you ain't fucking. He just like grumbles to himself.
Through weapons quite a bit. I've
What?
just never.
That's
I'm
the
picky.
issue.
I'm picky. I just haven't ever had.
Well, apparently you ain't too picky if you just throw them away.
While they're having this conversation, Stagger's gonna go over and start setting his shit up and start fucking working that silver.
Give me a generic Smith sword check.
I'm gonna use my metal die for this because fuck it.
He kind of gestures to you, Kreth, and Kevin. Y'all name your weapons, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Well, maybe
15.
that's why they keep betraying you.
Maybe.
How don't you name? It's like you name your horses, don't you?
I didn't name our horse. No. I don't. If you name something, that means you grow an attachment to it.
Yeah. This is my livelihood. As he pats his hammer, she sees me through thick and thin, and you don't think your sword would? Because if you're in the middle of a fight, who are you relying on? You rely on the ground, or you rely on that piece of steel in your hand?
Sometimes I rely on magic too. It just look. I gave somebody.
Well,
my
you have
sword.
names for them spells, don't you?
Yeah, but they're the generic names of the spells.
Maybe you should try naming them something different.
I'm not gonna sit and name. I'm not that creative. I just.
Really, Eden? I've heard you running your mouth for how many years? We know you're that creative.
Look, it's easier to run your mouth when you're not. But when you have to like name something that you've grown attached to, it's really difficult to find the good name. Find a good name. Like I've gone through 50 different names to try to come down with one I like that I find fitting, and by the time I do that, my weapon's either broken, stolen, or I've given it to somebody who needed a weapon in need. Also, are you having a
Then that makes you.
sword? Huh?
Why would I buy a longsword? I make them.
Oh, I don't know, just to resell or do something with.
I mean,
I don't know.
I could give you like a gold for it, probably, but
Never mind. You're not the person to ask. Okay.
I really can't get beyond this that you don't name your weapons.
Eden,
What?
would you like to practice?
Yes, I would like to practice.
Maybe you should practice with fucking naming it too while you're at it.
Oh my god!
You can feel the
Everybody in
sass.
this town has fucking something to say to me.
We'll practice once. Yeah.
Just wait till Inigo hears about
Steigar
this.
working. And Steigar got what? 15?
Yeah, 15. I mean, it'll take him hours to refine this silver.
Legit.
What you're
Like-
telling me is we have hours to practice.
Yes.
We'll practice for hours. Come on, let's go, Kevin.
What time would you say it is?
Probably around 2 to 3.
Okay.
Alright, what are you going to be doing? Sorry, Chris.
For now, he is going to practice gaining expertise
Okay.
in performance.
Where are the two of you guys practicing at, by the way? Kevin and...
Practice
The
better.
church.
No, let's go to the lake. I don't want anything else touching my fucking church.
What?
Do you want? Do you want to? Wait, there's a training. Isn't there like a small little training area inside the church?
in
Or
the
like-
basement, yeah. That's
Yeah, in
empty
the
now.
basement. Yeah, sure. There's space. Yeah, let's go. Let's go in the church.
Okay. Chris, where are you going?
Probably somewhere not too far away from Dagger, so he's not by himself.
Okay.
Just somewhere where I can play and,
Yeah. It's kind of easy. I mean, you sit here and you start trying to match the rhythm of Steiger's hammering and melting. It'll probably take you about 4 hours to refine the silver, by the way, Steiger. Just because you're taking it from raw ore into pure silver.
I got a 16 for the performance.
Got you. And the two of you guys don't have to roll.
No, we're just talking while we fight. I don't know.
I just get extra training because of the having someone proficient.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I have to edit yours?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I can't remember.
Yes.
Don't you say yours, you bastard.
So Kevin, are Are you feeling any better with the scimitar yet?
I'm feeling better,
Good.
but I don't feel as if I'm fully proficient with it.
About how close do you think you'll be? How long do you think it'll take before you feel like you're really good and ready to set your own sails?
Definitely farther than halfway there.
All
Here,
right.
let's just go down underneath the church.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm done with you.
Such a meta conversation.
Yes. As you guys begin to practice, Steiger's beginning to work the silver, and Krith is doing his play. Kevin, you are the first one to notice. As you guys have been practicing for about 2 to 3 hours. You're tired, and you can feel it. You feel a little bit more off, a little bit more sluggish. Kevin and Elias, can you both make me Constitution saving throws, please?
Fucking Matilda.
Not Matilda.
No, I know. I'm just saying because I think that's
Matilda.
funny.
Fuck you, Matilda.
Fuck you, Matilda.
That's an 18.
18. Roll me a d4, please.
I got a 16.
16. Okay.
That's a 1.
A 1. Elias, roll me a d4, please.
Where's the D4? Yes!
The pointy one.
I know what I'm looking for. I got a 3.
A 3. Alright. Kevin, as you're sitting here doing this, you're panting, you feel a little bit more lethargic, but you're able to shake most of it off as you succeed. You notice small puffs of purple smoke beginning to fill the ground beneath. Elias, you fell. As this wave of lethargic hits you, take 3 levels of exhaustion, please.
3?
As you begin to feel yourself just it's hard to catch your breath. As you just feel like the sweat, your muscles begin to get heavy. Kevin, you notice the purple smoke flowing down from the stairs.
I turn invisible.
Okay.
And is Eden still up?
Yeah. She's there, but she's just like you can see like the shoulders slumped. They just look tired.
I'll just tell her, let's go. And I'll run up the stairs.
Okay.
Watching out for people and things in the way.
Yeah. Make a perception check. As you're running up the staircase.
16.
16. You don't really see anybody. You notice it's a little bit darker though than it was when you first came in. As you get to the top, the door is closed behind, and you can see little bits of smoke pouring into it from around the door jam.
I'm gonna head out the back.
Huh?
I'm gonna pull out my sword. I'm gonna activate my blood right, and then I'm gonna go out the back.
Out what back?
Yeah, isn't there a back door? So I went.
The door from the stairs up.
Oh shit!
Yes,
Can
you
I-
are
can
locked
I
in
check-
this basement.
Okay, can I... No.
not
Can I check the door to make sure it wasn't trapped?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
18.
18. Look around. You see the same locking mechanism that you have seen Eden unlock before. Little side door. It is currently locked from where the door is shut, but you don't see any traps. Looking around, you peek under as much as you can. Give me a perception check.
That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can see what appears to be 3 glass vials on the other side. It's hard to tell because there seems to be like a cloth or something covering it. And you can see just this smoke pouring out.
I'm gonna take my satin and I'm gonna shove it under the crack of the door.
Okay.
So that way it doesn't seep in as fast. And I'm gonna attempt to pick the lock.
Okay, make me a thieves tool check.
I can do it. Please. Please. Okay. I have to
But I'm dying.
add things.
What is
It's
your
9.
constitution modifier, Elias?
What? I'm going. Oh.
2. Got you.
So it's Dex plus proficiency.
Yes, unless you have expertise.
No. I don't
Okay.
think I do. Do I?
You were kidding me. You said you were gonna kill me, and I.
God damn it. Where do I find that? Ah!
Do you enter your class features?
Class features. I am expertise.
Alright, so you double your
Double my
proficiency modifier.
expertise. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, it's been a while since I've had to pick a lock. Jesus Christ.
Make your custom skill.
Yeah, I will. That's a 21 total.
21 with expert deftness. You, especially from this side, it's easier. It's made to be locked from the outside, and you flip open the lock with deft ease.
And I'll pull it open.
It pushes out.
Or push it open. But
You
like
pull, nothing happens.
You push.
Yeah.
Yeah, you push. It opens like half an inch and then stops.
of course.
You can make me a strength check if you would like.
You know what? I'm gonna point at
Yeah, crowbar. I'll do that.
and I'm just like help.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Very nice. As you grab and you push, it takes every bit of your weight. Thankfully with the crowbar, which gives
Wait,
you
that
level.
wasn't at disadvantage. I'm
Oh.
not bad though. Not too bad. Strength shouldn't have had some. That's 12.
A 12? You push and you push. Something is heavy against this door.
I wonder if it's Goliath.
Elias, give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Alright, give me a strength check. As you're trying to breathe through this limited air with the heavy exertion.
17.
17.
Oh, that was another natural 20. Are you fucking kidding me? And then a 4 plus Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
That's a 6.
Roll me a d4, please.
Fucking Christ. Fuck. Oh my god, fuck. That's a 2?
A 2. Take 2 more points of exhaustion. Kraken, as you are sitting here, as you saw them, not Kraken, Kevin, K-names, damn it. As you saw them just pushing and pushing with this crowbar, you see them just become lethargic and just kind of like slump towards the ground. still conscious, just breathing extremely heavy. As you reach over and just grab on it and pry, putting like one of your feet against the frame and pushing out. You hear like the sound of something scraping and then things falling as the door opens about a foot and a half as you just push out as that rush of fresh air comes in and you can breathe much clearer. You can see some of this purple smoke beginning to immediately fade out.
Alright. I'm looking around for anybody.
Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You glance out into the interior of the church. You got like the rafters, the pews, and everything. You don't see anyone.
Alright. Well, I'll urge Eden to tell her to come on, let's go. And we'll head towards the door.
Jamie, can I even move right now?
You cannot. You see them try to like push themselves up and stand, and they just do not seem to have the strength currently. As you look over and you can see their like eyes are like unfocused and foggy.
I don't even know if the baby food or not, let alone. No, what the was that? I am.
Are the bottles still there?
They are.
Can I cork them in any way? Is there any way to like shut them?
You could probably tear off some of the fabric and cork them, and it's not perfect, but there'd be a small leakage over time.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna use my ring of sending. Send a
Okay.
message to Chris and tell him we're in the church. Something's wrong. Get Staggerheart and get over here. I can't move.
All right, Chris. As you are in the middle of like hour 3 of your performance, you hear this.
I believe I can reply, right?
Yes.
You can reply to his message.
That's not how this works, damn it.
Right. We'll be on our way soon.
The others will be here shortly.
I'll try to pull her into one of the side rooms.
Yeah, I mean you can do it. It's just half movement. It's very
Unorthodox.
yeah, and like as you're getting pulled, you're like dragging on the thing. You come out, you kind of bump their head a little bit on the door, trying to like wiggle them out. As you look on the other side, you can see that about 3 or 4 of these pews had been stacked up against the door, as well as like the lectern had actually been placed up against it to try and brace it.
So there's a problem.
What's wrong?
Something happened at the church.
Oh. Fuck. Okay. And I'll start gathering my shit up.
Mm-hmm. As you just finish like getting it purified and getting like a solid bar of silver out, you're like, finally I can get some real work done, and then this.
You said I got a bar? Like
Yeah,
an actual bar of silver?
you have an ingot of silver from the 2 pounds. Decent roll for the 15. Alright, so you guys make your way to the church. Are you doing anything else, Kevin? Or just sitting there guarding Elias in a sense?
I'm definitely going to be invisible, but I'm
Yeah.
going to look for traces of anybody.
Roll me a survival check.
You say that this would weigh like 2 pounds?
Now that it's refined, would be 1 pound.
15.
15. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Looking around, it takes you about a couple of minutes. You find traces of because it's mostly been closed. Ever so faintly, you can see a small indentation in the dust that has settled over the last couple of days along the side of the room, where it looks like very small, not footprints, almost talon like appendages set down. It's one set of them. And they seem to come up towards the door of it and then head back out. You can see as well the area where it looks like these pews had been dragged along the floor and placed up against it. The dust, where the dust has been cleared by not necessarily dragging them, but by moving them.
But do the tracks definitely leave?
They appear to have headed out, yes. I rolled a fucking 2.
I was gonna say I'm gonna keep an eye out as we make our way to the church because as it's starting to get closer to nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's probably about 5 to 6. It's getting dusk.
Okay.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Ooh, 17 plus 11, so 28.
28.
God damn.
Huh. They rolled a 28. So...
Meets it beats it, right?
Roll off.
see, and that's the question is...
Roll it. Roll
Both
it.
of them were actively trying. Yeah, roll me a d20, Alex.
Rollies.
17.
A 19.
Shit.
You don't see anything on the way out there, man.
All right.
Dude, 2 fucking great rolls.
Shit.
Thank you, Alex, for getting me this big dice, by the way. I think that was you that got me it. Or maybe Bree.
What is it? Which
It's-
one is it?
It's just a big black and silver metal die.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
no,
the
that
large
was
one.
free.
It's rolling
Oh.
really good.
Do you
Oh,
ever use
I'm
the
gonna-
dice?
But yeah,
I'm gonna keep going.
you guys make your way to the church. About 10-15 minutes of walking. Anything you wanted to do in particular around this time, Josh? Or Elias?
I'm dying.
I'm
Not quite.
Not yet.
I'm waiting. And
Okay.
yeah, no,
Hmm?
there's not a lot I can do.
Yeah.
Walking over them.
As you approach the church, Kevin and Syra, you guys come in and you can see Elias just propped up or Eden propped up in one corner, I assume, probably on a pew, with Kevin heavily on guard, watching.
What's going on, guys?
We got sabotaged. We were practicing and smoke started coming in and it's put her pretty down bad.
Can't.
Let's get you help then. Over to Eden. I'm gonna pick her up
Mhm.
and carry her out of the church.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can't track the tracks.
Okay. Roll
I
me a
was
survival
gonna
check.
say-
Oh.
Okay. If well, Chris wouldn't know about that right now, so I can.
Well, I'll tell them.
Yeah, that's quick enough to let them know. You can roll independently or with advantage if you roll with them, Chris. Or whoever wants to lead it. It's up to y'all.
Fucking hard side.
I don't care if it's advantage or whatever.
Okay, let's just do independently then.
All right.
Cool.
Maybe.
Interesting.
That's a natural 20.
For a total.
23.
I got a 15 plus 8.
23.
Yeah.
22.
Fucking double 23s. Yeah. You guys begin to take off after the tracks that you can see lead out and kind of curve eastish. Steiger, you're hurrying. Eden, where?
Probably take her straight to the. I mean, it's the only place that I can think of. Take her straight to the guild hall and
Okay.
just start asking for Inigo.
Okay. All right. As you begin to race down with Eden to the guild hall, it only takes you about 5 to 10 minutes. So eventually,
For him to carry.
yeah, easily. Even with them just being dead weight, it's just like fireman carry, just like
Yeah.
nope. Immediately you reach the guild hall as one of the guys sees your approach. Is everything all right?
No, it is not. They were attacked inside the church.
Right, another attack. If you want to take her upstairs, I can try to grab a physician.
Yes, look for Inigo as well. Tell him where we are.
He is currently down
Only-
in the scar.
No.
Fuck.
Okay.
Only tell people that you trust,
Of course.
and I'm serious.
He just gives you a raised eyebrow, but nods all right.
No other canon. No, should know.
What was that?
No other candidate should know. People who aren't of the guild.
Part of the guild.
Yeah.
Got you. Great. I mean, I can grab a physician, the healers, but the hut, but
That'll work.
right. And he just immediately nods you upstairs and walks out.
Alright.
Kevin and Chris, you guys follow the tracks. They for about 5 to 7 minutes. They head almost directly eastward, serpentining a bit, going in between some bushes and a low wall. At one point, there's a pig pen to the side that they go back and around. You can see they stood there for a minute. You follow them for 10 minutes or so, and they lead back to the guild, to one of the side windows that is currently still propped open.
I'm gonna kind of quietly try to take a look inside.
Make a perception and a stealth check, please.
24 for perception
Okay.
and 18 for stealth.
As you just fairly silently, especially for you, kind of creep up, open the window a little bit more so that you can peek your head up and over. As you do, about 3 feet away from you, you see a burly, heavy-set dwarf, sitting with his pants around his ankle on the privy. As you recognize Ronan. As you hear, "Oh God, shut over that chili!"
Yeah, well, he's not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Slink back around.
That meerkat just go back down nope, I should not have.
I have a feeling we know who it is.
We already know who it is.
I mean, that's the only people you've seen with talon feet, so.
Yep.
Or someone you would assume would be talon feet.
Well, actually, Chris never saw them.
Oh, yeah.
Only Kevin would know.
Just the other two.
Alright. After about 5 minutes or so, that the guard that you had spoken to, Steiger, comes back with the same lady that had sent you guys to Matilda.
Okay.
She just comes in. I heard you needed assistance. Something about
Yes,
an
I'm-
attack?
I'm not 100% sure what happened. I was just asked to come. Um,
Purple smoke.
yeah.
Right. Do you have a sample of what was used?
Kevin does.
Right. I will have to.
Oh.
Yeah.
She raises her hand very lethargically. Kevin, we need a sample of the stuff. Please and thank you. We're up on the first floor. When you get the chance, you can replenish.
As you hear that, as you're 2 rooms away, Kevin, on the outside.
Yeah, so I'll go. Well, it's easy enough to go inside.
Yeah, you just run in. Thank you.
Hop.
If you guys,
Just one of the vials.
she takes it and nods. Right. Do you mind giving us the room, please?
Doing what?
Giving us the room.
Okay.
Is she gonna be okay?
I do not know, but I will need to perform a full examination, and I do not wish, no offense to have any of you in here while I have a disorder.
I understand.
Right.
I imagine Chris was already starting to head towards.
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
But he's gonna stay right on the other side of the door,
Damn.
just in case.
This fucking dice is rolling good tonight.
As soon as I go out of the door, I'm gonna head
Mhm.
straight down to the mess hall where we first seen the Three Musketeers.
Okay. Alright. You head down and go ahead, Alex.
Say, Kevin, do you want to follow him?
Yeah, I'll follow.
The three of you guys immediately head down that way. Kind of not busting in, but hurriedly entering in. Quick glance around. You don't see any of the three of them. You see a couple of or the regular guild members currently dining. A couple of them glance up.
Is there a guard?
I mean, they're all kind of guards for this.
Is there someone on?
I mean, there was outside the same guy that got the position. He's just kind of standing by the front door.
Then I'll go over to him, and I'll say, "You're probably not allowed to tell us where the other group is, like what room they're staying in, but I just wanted to give them a gift. Could deliver that to them tonight. That'd be great."
Give me a deception check, please. God, this dice. I'm sorry, y'all. I love this dice, though.
It's 16.
16. He'll let you ever. Right. A gift.
No, you know what? You don't even have to tell me. Here, I'll give it to you if you want to give it to them tonight.
I'm good. But I can't tell you where they're staying. But I can tell you where they're not staying, he says with a smile. They're not staying here. And I can't tell you that they left a couple of minutes ago. In a bit of a hurry.
Pussy.
Wish I could be of more help to you, though. Now that I can't tell you anything. And he just kind of nods.
Bird noises.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna rush outside.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm
can
gonna
I
follow
search?
Kevin.
Can I search specifically for Goliath tracks?
Make me a survival check. And the two of you guys make me perception checks. Y'all can do it together or one with advantage.
I don't care.
I'll give it to you.
Oh, advantage? Okay.
Yeah. Just actively looking
Wow.
together.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Dirty
gonna
20
be-
for me.
And a 17.
17 and a dirty 20. Yeah, it's easy to see. You see what probably would be about a size 22 footprint. Right outside of the door. And you can see they are heading kind of westish towards where the lake is. Southwest.
Okay. Well, I see a giant footprint here, and it's heading this
Mhm.
direction.
Kevin, glancing around, you don't see the other, the one with the wide brim hat, or the dark cloak individual, but you do see standing above the rest of the people, about almost a foot taller than the rest, the gray skinned, bald head, back of the head of the Goliath. Is currently walking away from this direction.
Well, at least we know where they're going. I mean, just I say we go back inside.
Yep.
Fuck that. Steiger's walking towards him.
Well, hold
Okay.
on. Let's think about this. All right, we're unmatched. We don't know where some of them are. We'll get a chance to prove ourselves in the scar.
I just want to say something. That's it.
All right.
I'm just gonna take off.
I'm gonna follow close behind because,
Yeah.
someone has to stay calm.
I'm going to act like I go inside, but I'll just go inside, go through the door, turn invisible, come back out.
Make me your stealth check.
Okay.
Stop that, Elias.
Sir, I've had a very long day.
I know, but stop it before you make us all have it. Fucking contagious
28.
disease. 20. Yep. Okay. All right. So the guard doesn't even notice you go in or leave. It's just kind of like, that country has the trawl in the corner of his mouth, just gazing off at the sunset. Yep. All right. So Frith and Steiger, as you rush towards the hulking form of the Goliath, what would you like to do?
Whenever I get an earshot, I'm just gonna yell out towards them. Y'all are too pussies to wait until tomorrow to fucking do anything, so you decided to take advantage of people whenever they're underground training. Sounds like you all are real upstanding fucking people.
He just kind of stops, turns around with a small grin. I don't know what you're talking.
Pussy. That's what you are. And your entire fucking group.
He
Just like your
smiles.
fucking grandfather.
You see him just smile for a moment. Then, as you say that, he just kind of cracks his neck. You wish to challenge me and my lineage?
I don't need to. Your lineage has been nothing but pieces of fucking shit.
You see him take like 2 or 3 steps forward, and just instinctually dropping towards one of the axes. I watch your tone. Little half orc.
Or what? You gonna attack me in the middle of the fucking town like you did my other friends whenever they were underneath the fucking church? Alone? Blocking the fucking door so they can't get out? Trying to fucking kill them before the thing even fucking comes up?
He just looks at you, kind of as you say, like in the middle of town. He glances, sees all the eyes watching.
Yeah. Real big, huh? Real fucking big. And he's gonna turn around and walk away.
Yeah, you just see like one of the eyes twitch. We'll see each other soon.
Not fucking soon enough.
Damn. I need to stop rolling that dice whenever I want him to attack. Fucking 19 to keep his mind. So what are you doing, Krith and Kevin? As you see this.
I was preparing to cast a spell if anything happened.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the guy's hand, like, as Steiger turned away, like, his hand reach up to his sword, like, like that half step, like, about to do something, but slowly backs off. You can see just, like, the veins bulging, like, Vin Diesel rock style, just...
There we go.
I'm gonna tell them.
Okay. Alright. So you begin to follow them. Saigar and Krith, you head back towards Eden.
Yep, because neither of us see him or notice him. So.
Nope.
Not with a 28 stealth.
Alright. As you guys come back up, you'll probably spend the next 5 to 10 minutes waiting. Eden Sheets has you disrobe, looks you over, like checks for any discoloration or anything. Your veins are deep purple. You're muted.
I was like, that's new. Oh, that's new. Excuse me. I'm a pumpkin now.
She like opens it for a moment, like smells it, just looks it over after a couple minutes. Right, it is some form of paralytic gas. It is quite effective in tight and enclosed spaces.
What
It
happens
really-
if there's three?
Then it would double the effect.
Great.
The news is, it is not lethal. Under normal circumstances. If you had laid in it for an hour or two, then it probably would have killed you. It would have slowed your heart and your muscles long enough that the blood would stop.
I feel like I'm a death sword right now.
You should slowly begin to feel better. The effects traditionally last 1 to 3 hours. Sorry, what was that?
My music's still playing in the background.
Oh.
I had Spotify open.
The effect should work itself out of your bloodstream in 1 to 3 hours, as long as you do not inhale anymore.
Unless somebody plants and fucking stuff one of those bottles in my mouth, I don't plan on inhaling more.
I recommend it.
Alright.
Feel free to stay here and rest. Try to drink plenty of water. And as feeling returns to your muscles, it's going to be uncomfortable, to say the least. Try to walk it off. Flex is going to make it more unenjoyable, but it will speed up the recovery.
Am I gonna be good enough to go tomorrow?
Oh, you should be, unless there was something else laced in here that I could not detect.
I don't know. Alright.
It is lucky that your friend was able to help you when he did.
Yeah. All of them. But yeah, thanks.
Of course.
I think this might be the only thing that actually knocked me on my ass, keep me sitting still, though.
She smiles. Maybe we should keep it around then.
Maybe we should what?
Keep it around if it keeps you still. About this time, Krith and Steigar, you make your way back. As you can see, the woman has now opened the door. You're fully closed. She's helped you to like a bed.
Yeah. She is.
I was gonna say, can you give me a quick rundown? I'm decently proficient with medicine myself, but
She has inhaled a large amount of a paralytic aroma. Needless to say, it slows the blood, the muscles, and organs until it makes one very lethargic. If one continues to be exposed to it, it will continue it until the muscles themselves begin to lock up and stop moving, therefore not circulating blood. Well, eventually it will continue to your heart and your brain. Luckily, she was found within time. I estimate about 3 hours for mostly full recovery. It will be rather painful.
Okay.
But
I was gonna say one thing that Stygar and I guess the nurse lady would also
yeah,
would notice is Chris currently has his hand on his weapon, and you can see it almost seemed to pulse slightly.
but if you need any assistance, let me know. I will be at the clinic, so not far away.
Okay.
My name is Sylvia. by the way.
Sylvia.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. But she kind of like exits so that you guys can go in and talk if you wish. I don't know if Eden's awake or not, but
If they're coming in, she's awake. Barely, but she's awake. Just kind of
Stargar
like,
would, yeah, Stargar would walk in and kind of like pat her on the leg or something. Go to sleep. Take you a nap.
I,
We'll be here.
hmm.
I don't think that they're going to be in town tonight, so do what?
They better not be. I'll get up. She'll lift her head.
You ain't doing anything tonight.
So, Damien, I have a really quick question.
yes.
Am I gonna be able to sell 5 points of exhaustion?
So it is not. It's not the same mechanic as a long rest. It is until the paralytic is out of your system.
So I guess to compare it, it's more like the sickening radiant spell.
Yes.
It's like temporary exhaustion.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It depended on how bad you rolled and how long you were in there. If you had hit 6, you would have immediately gone unconscious instead of dead. And then if you had
Okay.
stayed too long, you would have died.
Hey, so I thought I was gonna die.
I know.
Thanks,
know.
Damien. Love you, babe.
Love you too. Alright.
Guess she just. Alright, well, if you're gonna tell me to sleep, she'll go unconscious.
As you begin to sleep, we'll cut to Josh. That is trailing behind. You follow him to the outskirts of the village. Then he continues in the same direction as that lake. He walks for 10 to 15 minutes until he gets to the very edge of the lake. He stands there for a couple of minutes. And then you see, almost materializing out of the grass, the same brown and black and green clad figure that you had been previously encountered. As he walks up to him and whispers something. And then you see them turn north and begin to walk away from the lake. Or not north, sorry, south. As they begin to follow the edge of the lake.
Makes sense.
You follow them for 20 to 30 minutes. The entire time edging ever so slightly closer to the scar. With your passive perception, you pick up on it fairly easily. You can see what appears to be a large stone tower, circular design, about 30 feet tall, in the middle of this field. See the two individuals walk up to it. One of the weird bird-like creature knocks on the door in a series of different knocks for a moment. And then about 30 seconds later, you see the door open. And you see that same blue-robed figure, the cloak and the wide-brimmed hat, nod, let them in, and close the door behind them.
And what is this building?
It's just a stone tower.
Okay.
Out of character.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You don't see any windows. You only see the one door. About 20 feet tall.
Did you say this tower is about 20 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay.
No windows, one door.
Yep.
No windows, one door. Sounds
And-
like a spell I know as another character in another life.
That one that failed casting.
It's just a fun little spell. You never. It's not useful for anything, really.
No. Not temporary, like fairly decent protection or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a problem. So, I don't know anything about this technically. I am who I am. uh. Then I guess I'll just go up to the door. Sneak up to the door.
Okay.
Is there like a crack in the door or anything?
Very, very minute, like quarter-inch. Almost flawless.
So I'm going to try to. I'm gonna try to shove stuff under the crack of the door, like just barely at the edge of the door.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stick the two other vials right there underneath the door.
Let me look at something.
You absolute bastard. But smart, thank you. I do condone this.
See how well it works.
Yeah. Taste of your own medicine. Nice. Nice thinking, by the way.
Roll me just a general dex check, please.
A general dex.
For no reason.
No reason, of course. No, we never do anything for reasons around here. Hold on, I gotta go back to my dex. That's a 17.
That is what?
17.
17. Okay. As you are like stuffing the fabric over around the door and like making sure that you get the bottom and the sides pretty well, and that bottom corner on the right hand side where you are pushing the satin in, you feel the tip of your fingernail touch something. Something very fine and thin. And immediately, you hear what sounds like church bells going off in front of the door.
Cool. I throw the vials down and run the other way.
Okay. Are you doing it quietly or just running?
Running.
Running?
And that's going to be using my action to dash and my bonus action.
Yep. Alright. As you just throw them down and just fucking sprint.
Crack him. Boom. Gone.
I will say, with your passive perception, you hear the yelling and screaming inside. Don't down below. I know I heard it. And a couple of seconds later, you see the door burst open behind you. You see the large Goliath individual uh, immediately come out, start scanning. Does not seem to immediately take notice of you. You see the other two individuals that you had previously seen come out with them as you are now about 200-300 feet away. As it's lit from the inside, then you see a fourth figure. Hard to make out. Just a silhouette of dark. He nods to the other ones, closes the door as the other three begin to run and fan out. Let's see what they roll.
So there are 4 of them.
At least. As you begin to... Where are you going, Josh?
I'm running towards the lake, and then
Okay.
before I hit sand, I'm going to change directions and go towards the town.
Okay. And are you running, dashing, and everything every time?
Yep.
Okay.
We booking.
What is your 50 or what are
I'm
you
40
30?
right now.
40? Okay.
So 80 times again, 80. That's
120.
yeah, 120.
Okay. For a couple minutes, you get real nervous as you can hear shouts and yelling. It's you're leaving quite a bit of track. But slowly, just breakneck speed, you are beginning to leave them in the dust. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please. As you approach the 5-minute mark of just dead sprinting.
That's a 15.
15. You're conditioned. You're used to this. You can feel it beginning, that tightness in the chest, and like, well, okay, this is a lot of running. But you push past. About the 10-minute mark is whenever you get back to the lake and you begin to curve. You can hear only the sound of like one set of footsteps farther way behind you now. But it seems like you've lost the majority of the people. You continue to run and run till eventually you don't hear any of the footsteps behind you anymore. Your lungs are burning, your legs are aching.
I'll slow,
Yeah.
but I will keep low and be more careful about where I'm going and try to stealthily make my way back towards town.
Roll a self check.
Ooh. Do me good. Do me good. Natural 20.
Nice.
For a total of
29.
29.
Damn.
You beat them by 10. We'll put it that way. That's how bad I rolled. Eventually, you make it back to town. Your sides kind of hurt. Your insides. You are feeling great, but you make it back safely. You make your way through town very quietly. It is now pushing about 8 or 9 o'clock. It's fairly late in the night. Till eventually you make your way back to the hotel. Or not the hotel, but to the guild hall.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a hotel at this point for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll find where the others are resting. Just like go in there as quietly as I can and just bamf into existence.
Oh God. What? How did it go? Where have you been?
Well, there's definitely 4 of them. They were staying in a tower out in the middle of nowhere.
The
And
tower?
hopefully they got a whiff of their own medicine. Kind of just threw the vials down because they heard me.
Mm.
At least they're broken and they can't reuse those ones. Hopefully they got a whiff of their own medicine. But there's definitely
so,
4, not 3.
Okay. Kind of expected that, truthfully, but we'll see, I
Somebody-
guess.
can build towers really well for them. I don't know how they did that.
I was gonna ask if I could guess if it's a magical, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
No.
Probably not.
Especially because it's more of an arcane spell, not a divine spell.
So they just had a tower out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's very odd. Well, I guess let's try to get some sleep tonight. I mean, I feel like we should keep watch.
Agree.
So
I'll take the first watch. You look a little winded. He'll say to Kevin.
you're a little sweaty there.
Like you ran a marathon.
Probably half of one. In about 2 seconds.
Yep. All right. So you guys head to bed for the night. Keeping watch. Who wants to take the first watch?
I am.
All right. Roll me perception.
Natural 20.
Oh shit!
That's gonna be a 31.
A 31.
God damn!
Hi, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Yeah. Alex, I'll send you my PDF of all my notes.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. No. Watching
man.
on your watch, I mean, you definitely feel very perceptive.
I hear every single squeak in the building.
You do. You also see more of this, like, it's odd. You've never really watched Eden sleep. But you swear that you see little bits of smoke just leaking from her. The entire time she's like darkened smoke.
That's what I do somehow. I just leak smoke now? What the fuck?
And as you watch her, you see bits of the dark and purple veins lessen.
So he's gonna take that as a better sign. For now at least.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
And you watch for 4 hours?
Yep.
Alright. As your watch finishes, if you want to wake
I'll
up.
do a couple hours in the middle.
Okay. And are you all staying in this room, or how are you guys sleeping?
No, fuck that. We're all staying here.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright,
Find a
go
couch to fucking lay on or a chair to sit on. Something. We are not separating.
Alright, you want to take 2
I don't
hours?
care.
Alright, go ahead and roll your perception check.
Surely you can match his 31.
Right?
Yeah, a 9.
A 9.
So close.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
Actually, I think my passive while in trance is higher.
Yeah.
I think it's a 16 while I'm trancing.
Mm-hmm. Man, your mind just keeps going back to that smug grin of Bjorn. Just that blood rage, that's that orcish mentality of yours where you want to best him, you want to prove.
This is the origin story of how Mr. Oh my god. What is your name on this level? Steigar got
Yeah.
got a fucking level in barbarian. Kidding. Wait.
Maybe.
Kevin,
We'll see.
where are you sleeping?
Well, I'm not sleeping per se. I'll be trancing.
Yeah.
Probably next to the bed.
Okay.
I'll just have like a pillow or something.
Alright. about halfway into or through your watch, Steigar. Not that you notice. Kevin, you feel through the middle of your trance a small blade to the Adam's apple of your throat pressed up against, and you feel a figure hugging you from behind. In a very quiet voice, you hear, "How do you have one of our belts?" And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh fuck!
Fucking
This is
drop
either-
it like that.
This is either really good or really bad.
I'm gonna take my full 8 hours of sleep. This is gonna happen. You guys are just gonna have to tell me all about it. Fuck, dude. You can't do this shit. Also, I've gotta call him.
I mean, you initiated it. And I rolled for how long it would take.
A day?
Damn.
I rolled really well.
Okay,
We'll
I was
just put
gonna
it
say
that way.
because like it's only been like 1 or 2 days since he done that.
Yeah, they have ways of getting around too, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And especially with some things ramping up. Answers once. But yeah, so that's where we'll end tonight's session. It's right at 11, but I know everyone's had a long day. And I feel like it's appropriate. I will say, Eden, you are going to get your full rest. This is right at 6 hours. So
Oh yeah, and I was asleep before then, so
Yeah.
I will be nice, well rested for everybody. I lose all of my exhaustion points.
stop. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
No, I
cats.
won't stop.
They're trying to climb my curtains.
I'm gonna climb your curtains next.
Yep. You lose all 5 levels of exhaustion, so go ahead and reset yourself. And if you want to heal it, anything, you're the only one so far that has completed a long rest. So feel free to take it. But yeah, that's where we'll go ahead and call it.
Okay,
Any
my
questions or
yes.
concerns before we end the stream?
I was gonna say my character sheet has not changed, so
True.
Mine either.
the magic I used earlier was ritually casted. So
The only thing that I've added
Rituals.
is a silver ingot.
Yes. Fucking 4 hours of smelting.
Hell yeah.
I know, man. Could you imagine that? Like, finally get the billet perfectly done, cooled, and ready to like forge into something. And hey, we need you.
I am back to full, everybody. Look at
Woo
that.
woo. Finally.
Perfectly ripe and rested and ready to go fucking kill whoever fucked me up.
Oh yeah. You alright,
I see.
Josh?
Huh?
You good?
He's still processing.
I'm fantastic.
We'll see if Kevin's fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is very interesting.
I just like the fact that if you would have taken the first watch and Alex the second, he would have noticed them. Because I rolled a 27 on their self.
Which I'm a little bit iffy on the timing of some stuff, but because like, how long did he take a watch?
Alex, 4 hours.
Yeah, so like I would have been like done if not closing in on the end of my trance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like right there at the edge.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to give you your short rest or your long rest.
I don't think he needs anything for a long rest.
No, nobody but me really did. So.
Yeah. I mean, technically, if you want, you can take a long rest, Josh, but I don't think you need it.
No, I would. No, I'm fine. I was
Yeah.
just trying to think about when this happened in the night.
Yeah. This would have been probably This would have been probably around 3 a.m., 3 to 4 a.m. You guys have been getting up early. Yeah, if you would have been, if you would have chosen to take this watch, because you can transfer longer. You don't have to just transfer 4 hours. So if you would have gotten up to take the watch with him, you could have. But since he said he took the watch, so and you didn't say.
Well, that's because I wasn't paying attention. I was actually looking through my. I was looking through my inventory. To be completely honest with you.
Well, you got a nice long trance in this time. But yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll pick up there next week with whatever the fuck happens and how Josh handles that.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Maybe Josh will get answers, maybe not.
See.
Or maybe he'll get a knife in his throat. But I'm going to go to an industry.
Or answers and then a
Yeah.
knife.